ho!
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Welcome to a very special Christmas edition of Bottom of the Stream. It's Christmas Day, and we're joined by some awesome people on this Christmas morning. We are joined by the boys from Grief Burrito. Say hello.
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 Hello again.
Hello.
Merry Christmas, boys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm feeling
Merry
all jingle
Christmas
spesh.
Yep, we've got Harrison and Jordan. Welcome.
Thank you all. We should have
Thank you very
introduced
much.
ourselves, but I don't know why we didn't.
That's fine.
We always forget. Like, you'll notice every week we never say what our names are.
That's okay.
Because
We
people
all
should
know
know
now.
by now.
They should know by now.
We've been doing this for ages now. People
I
should
know.
know who we are.
If you don't know, it's your own damn fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, how have you found us? Yeah.
Exactly. Do they not know who we are? Anyway, we thought we'd all get together this Christmas morning to talk about some films that we all love and respect. I don't know why I said
Cherish.
respect, but cherish. That's a good word.
Yeah.
So we're going to run through. It's a bit of a Christmas treat for our listeners,
It is.
isn't it?
Oh, that's great. Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
on
no
the
No problem.
stream
Thanks
boat.
for coming.
Yeah, we get to
Covered in
talk
mince
about
pies.
some films that actually might be good for once.
Yeah, for a change.
Yeah.
So we've all made our own like stream tables of top
We
10
have.
films of all time, and we're going to go through them 10 to 1 and abuse each other's choices.
Yes.
Sounds like
I
a
was
great way to spend a Christmas morning.
Definitely.
Yes.
it's like a Christmas with my family.
Right.
Right. As it's Christmas, we have purchased a little present for the Grief Burrito people,
You have, and we can't
which
believe
you should
it.
have. You should have it there.
Yeah,
We
thank
have.
you
It's-
so
it's
much.
on
We've
my
planned
lap,
ahead.
like
What,
a child
you,
on Santa.
Would you like to unwrap?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
What?
go.
Why did we not
talk us
say
through
no?
what's
We've not
inside.
received it.
No, we didn't get it. You'll have to say it again.
I mean, this
Breaking
is
into the
good.
box.
This is going to be great entertainment for an
Yeah, you need to
audio,
describe what you're
so-
doing.
Yeah. Okay.
I am trying to open the Amazon wrapping
Infinity tape.
with
That's all right, Jordan. I've
really
got it.
cheap screwdriver. There we
I was
go.
going to pay for the gift wrapping, but it was more expensive.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's okay. You don't have to do that.
Don't hurt yourself. We're not insured.
Oh my god!
Oh my lord!
It is. It's the fucking burrito fucking blanket.
Oh my, that's amazing! Thank you so much.
That's so good.
That is
Before-
amazing.
As soon as we saw that, we thought we'll send them that. But what you have to do now is you have to recreate your logo in real life.
We'll do it.
Slam
Yes.
into each other.
Yeah, we'll do it. We've got the
We
green
want
screen
a live
behind us.
action
We'll get
version
it
of your
all done.
logo.
We will do it. We'll do that for our listeners for
That is
Christmas.
perfect. Thank you so much, guys. That's amazing.
Thank you so much, man.
We've not seen it. Is it really good?
It is. I'm trying to get it out. I'm going to wear it while
ASMR.
we do the podcast. Yeah. Bear with me. The plastic is thick. It's like a fucking shot select boy in here. Can you stab it through there for me?
Can I stab it?
Can you stab me?
You asked me this when I put the stabbing implement away.
Spit on me!
I'll stab you.
Oh, you've...
Hey, I'm doing it. Chill.
You're stabbing it.
Chill your beans.
Sorry, you're stabbing it.
I wish.
Don't stab me, really. Oh, it's coming through.
It's like vacuum sealed.
It's vacuum sealed. It's like real fucking...
It's going to expand to like 1,000,000 miles.
Have you unsheathed the blanket?
We're trying. Jordan's nearly cutting me. Okay, right, we're in.
We got it. We
Ooh,
got
it's
it.
very soft.
Oh my
Feel
god.
that.
Oh my lord. It's
Oh.
like satin.
It's beautiful. I've never seen anything so wonderful. Let's get in. Jordan, join me.
I'll get in the blanket with you.
We're both getting in. We're both getting in.
Nice.
It
We
is
want
a
some
decent
photos.
Size blanket.
Well,
It's
right,
a good.
we're
I
both in.
went for the bigger one because I know you're quite
Mate.
big boys. Or one
We
of
are.
yours.
Thank you. Wait, what?
Elementarily thick. Oh, yeah, it's nice. Oh, it's so soft.
It is. This is thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
No
I wish
problem.
my pants made of
No
this.
problem.
Glad
Merry
you enjoy.
Christmas.
Yeah, thank
Merry
you.
Christmas. Yours is in the post.
It is.
Yeah, it hasn't been received. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
There actually is stuff on the way to you in the post, Adam.
Oh, awesome. Exciting.
Because you joined the Patreon, so you've got limited
I did.
stickers on the way, didn't you?
So
Thank you for
that
supporting
isn't
the
your
show.
only little surprise for this episode.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. One more thing before we get started on our list. It's for you, Jordan.
Okay.
Would you like to play? Would you like to play a game?
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. I feel like I'm on being called up on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
Good. Right, we've got a quick game. So,
Okay.
Me and you can just sit back and relax. Harry.
Yeah, man.
We're not involved in this bit.
So what I want to know is if you can sort of tell the difference between as obviously you're the burrito boys, Grief Burrito, and it's a very well liked fast food snack. I want to know if you can tell the difference between a real fast food establishment, and some that may be made up in a game that I like to call Lunch Break or Piss Take.
That's amazing. Yes.
Right, so use your rules apply. I've got 5 establishments, and I want you to tell me if it's a real place, you could go there on your lunch break, or if it's made up, then it's a piss take. Ready?
Yes.
So they're all TV or film themed. So
Okay.
So the first one is a place called 90210.
90210. Piss take.
It's lunch break, I'm afraid.
Oh no!
See, it's harder than it feels, isn't it? It's harder than it
It's
seems.
so much harder than you think.
They've got various California locations.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
What do they sell?
Faux.
Oh, faux show.
Faux show. It's a spicy soup, innit? It had loads of chilies.
Okay, right.
I did
Well,
not
it's not a
know that
great
was a
start,
thing.
but onwards and upwards. Right, so the second one, the Lamb Shank Redemption.
Oh, that's amazing.
That is
Please
so
be
good.
real.
Oh, I'm overthinking it. I want that to be real. Please be real.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Ah,
You. Oh, god damn it.
It's a piss take. Right.
you need to get all 3 now.
Yeah, you're properly under
Otherwise, you
pressure.
have to send the blanket back.
Oh no!
Has looks like
I'm so
an elderly person.
I've got it on my knees and I'm just rubbing my legs.
You can do this, Jordan. We're all behind you. Right, the third
Thank you.
one. Bok choy's in the hood.
That has got to be real. That has got to be. What was it? Takeout? Lunchtime?
Piss
Something?
take.
Real.
No.
How is that
take.
not real? How is that not real?
I said piss take.
Make it real. Do it. Make it.
We have to invent it.
Okay, I'll get right on that. Right. right. We're just fighting for respectability at this point, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right, fourth one. Peter Pan.
I swear. Yeah, that's got to be real.
It is
That can't
real.
not be
It
right.
is, yay.
That's
I
got
was
to
going
be
to say,
real.
just by pure math, you at least have to get one right.
Yeah.
You can find Peter Pan in Gainsborough in Lincolnshire.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, and the last one then. Let's finish on a high. Titanic.
Is it just called? Oh right, no, I get it now. Never mind.
That took a second.
I'm overthinking it. Leave me alone. Titanic. That's a piss take. It's got to be a piss take.
No, it's real.
oh.
How?
no, wait, that's such a good name, though.
That
That is a
great.
great name.
To be fair.
Yeah, I like that one. 1-4. Oh well.
Oh well. See,
It's fucking terrible.
Here's what you could have won.
I'm not parting with this blanket.
I'll send Haz
I'm
back
quite proud
instead
of
the
myself now because I
blanket.
usually win.
That's
Well, how
fine.
many would you have got?
I said it back, but
I
I'm
don't
still
know,
wrapped in
I
it.
Yeah, do it. Right, thank you. That was a dream come
Yeah,
true.
that was great.
Right, so we said earlier that we're going to go from 10 to 1, but firstly, as it's Christmas, we thought we'd all do a Christmas film. So we're going to discuss our favourite Christmas films. And going first is Harrison.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let me choose from one of my 12. My top Christmas movie that I watch every year with my family is Home Alone 2.
Home Alone
And-
and Home Alone 2? Or just Home
No,
Alone 2?
usually just Home Alone 2.
That's fine.
we'll
that
watch
is a
them both
Christmas
if we've
film,
got
so I'll
time.
let you off.
What? Right. Why? Why is one Christmassy and one not?
Home Alone is not a Christmas film.
Let me
Why?
get comfortable. Why?
I'm
I'm gonna let you finish,
Home Alone
but
is
why?
a film that is set at Christmas but is not about Christmas.
It
Whereas
is though, isn't it?
it's not. It's not got Santa in. Well, it has, but not properly. But Home Alone 2 is a Christmas film because it is very much more Christmas themed than Home Alone is. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it, and I don't care. But you're allowed Home Alone 2. I'll let you off
Okay, cool.
because it's the
Yeah.
best Home Alone as well.
It is.
It is-
The,
it is
the
very
action
good.
starts
It
early.
is better than Home Alone.
Yeah, because in Home Alone 1, all the action doesn't start for ages. Like in
Yeah.
Home Alone 2, the action starts earlier. It's funnier.
Yeah.
It's bigger because he's in the city. And Tim Curry getting slapped is hilarious because he does a little wavy lip thing. And he's like trying not to cry. And that is
When I
why.
went to New York the first time, I saw Tim Curry in A Christmas Carol in Madison Square Garden.
Really?
So that was cool. So like seeing him in New York was cool.
Yeah. But you're living the dream. Did you just shout Kevin at people? Kevin! Yeah. I just love that movie. I think it's great.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've no issue with you having that. Anybody else got
Thank
any
you.
issues with him having it? No.
That's
No?
a good,
I don't think so.
good choice.
Good choice.
Jordan looked at me like I haven't seen that film.
I have.
We're
Just
gonna
years
every
ago.
time
Yeah.
somebody talk. We're gonna go through 44 films in this podcast.
Yeah.
So every time we do one, I'm gonna go to Jordan. Have you seen it? And we're gonna.
To be
make a
honest, I'm
list of if
surprised
Jordan
he's
has
seen 11.
I'm glad.
Yeah, so
I'm glad this
That
isn't
was-
a drinking game.
Oh yeah.
Jordan famously hasn't seen any good films. So
no, that was the first question when I heard about this. I was like, I'm gonna have to watch some films,
Yeah.
right?
We did just finish watching 2001, literally
I
about
did,
10
yeah.
minutes ago.
Film's weird as shit.
Yeah, it is.
Who should we do next? Nick, do yours.
Okay, I am going for National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's your favourite Christmas film.
Yes, just the stupid one.
Okay.
I haven't seen that.
Neither
Wow.
have I.
Wow.
Surprise!
Surprise! Merry Christmas.
Tell us about it.
It's Chevy Chase, and it's just stupid. So Christmas trees explode. He goes down a hill on a rocket sled. It's just stupid,
Is it the one where they
brainless
find
Christmas
a squirrel
fun.
in the Christmas tree?
Yes.
Yeah, I have seen it. I've definitely
Find
seen it.
squirrel in a Christmas
They
tree.
find a squirrel in a Christmas tree after they've set it up in the house, and
Oh.
it causes chaos.
Oh, cool. That sounds hilarious. I might watch that.
You should watch it.
A little bit of squirrel house action.
It's pretty
that
dated
scene.
now,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's always our go-to.
Is it like a proper plastic squirrel on a stick?
That's a real squirrel.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. Good choice.
Wait, no, I might have actually seen that.
Really?
I think I actually.
Oh my god.
I think I've seen
Wow.
half of it.
Ring the bells.
Ring the bells. Do it.
It's
Light the
Christmas.
beacons.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Seriously though, Jordan, do you think by the time we get to the end of this 44, you will have seen the majority of them or not?
I think I've seen about half, maybe.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep a note.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm viciously shaking my head, which you can't hear.
We're at 1.5.
Yeah.
I need to grab my
Out of
notebook.
2.
Bear with. I've grabbed it.
He is grubbed.
Jordan, then you go for yours.
Mine is going to be a little film called Nightmare Before Christmas.
Great film.
It is.
It
Is
doubles
that a
as a
Christmas
Halloween film as well.
Yeah.
It's both. It's great.
It's a 3-monthly film. You can watch it
It is, you
anywhere
can watch it
from
at any
October
point
till
between
December.
Halloween
Yeah,
and
it's
Christmas.
got a longer window, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
A
yeah.
longer window, a larger window.
A larger
See
window.
Home Alone 2 do that, you bitch.
Yeah.
Really long window.
Ouch.
I actually watched
But
that
yeah.
this year whilst I was putting my Christmas tree up. That was my film of choice.
That's amazing. I've not
So
watched
good.
it this year yet. I need to watch it.
Have you not? I
No.
watch it twice a year.
Really?
Yeah, every year.
No way.
It's
very
such a good film. The music, just everything.
What's this? What's this? Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. And Boogie Woogie.
Boogie Woogie
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, the remix that I showed you.
Yeah,
So
that's the way you did that made it sound like you couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, yeah.
The Boogie Woogie one.
The Boogie Woogie guy. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Great
It's
choice.
Oogie Boogie. Isn't
It is, yeah. Thank you.
Good choice. Finally, for the Christmas films, is myself, and I am going to go with Santa Claus the movie,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is Dudley Moore and John Lithgow,
Yes.
and it is
Oh, wait,
amazing.
I was thinking of thingy.
You're thinking of Tim Allen in the
Tim
Santa
Allen.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but I can remember the noise.
No, not that. This is the one with Dudley Moore when he runs away from the North Pole and makes his own toys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a decent one. I
I
mean,
love it.
the animatronic reindeers I remember being a bit freaky.
Jim Henson made them.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Absolutely.
He improved a lot.
But I watch it every Christmas Eve without fail, no matter what I'm doing. It's my tradition, even if I have to watch it on my own. I watched it in the bath one year because I'd run out of time.
Dude, danger.
I know.
Sat in there with
On
a
my
VHS player.
What was the cause of death?
Yeah.
Tragic
Santa Claus.
Santa
VHS
Claus the
accident.
movie.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get this projector in the bathroom?
Well, I used to have the bath in here.
Oh, okay,
fine.
fine.
Ah, one of those lounge baths. Yes.
That's the one. I live on my own. It's fine. I can do what I want. Jordan, have you seen it?
No.
Okay. For
Yeah, noting that down.
The disappointment in his voice.
Can you please watch it this
Okay.
Christmas?
I'll try. Yes, I'll give it a
You're
go.
getting into like your whimsical Christmas films. You
I
said
know.
that in the last episode.
I know, yeah. I watched Klaus and it was good.
Yeah, and Last Christmas.
And
Yeah,
there we go.
Even like that at the cinema.
Movies abandoned.
Yes, all of them. Open your
Life is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I guess we should probably go into the top 10.
Let's do it.
Yeah? We've got nothing else to do, have we? So let's do it. Who wants to start? Who wants to go? Who wants to reveal their number 10?
Not me, because I've got to lose too.
I'll go if you want.
Go for it. I'm going to assume you've
so-
seen all of yours, by the way.
Well, you'd be wrong.
Looked at the
So
boxes.
my number 10 is a film from 2001 called Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
good one.
I haven't seen that.
No, me neither.
What? Have you never seen
a
Howl's
movie
Moving-
podcast.
The spike on that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
That's a great film.
So, Howl's Moving Castle is a film about a moving castle, and the guy who owns it's called Howl. Let's
Shocking.
move on.
Summed up.
So, yeah, it's a film by Studio Ghibli. So it's directed by, I can never say his first name. It's like Hayao Miyazaki.
Okay.
I'll let you offend people. I'm not going to correct you.
There we go. That's that.
We never get people's names right in this film, in this podcast.
It's all right. Yeah, I think that's probably my favourite Ghibli film.
Yeah, it's between that and Spirited Away.
Yeah, it's
and
actually
I
based
preferred
on a
this one.
series of Welsh books.
No shit.
Yeah, because Howl is a Welsh name. Yeah, it's voiced by Christian Bale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Before his Terminator. Oh God, for you moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great impression.
Thank you.
Very
Hello
good.
there.
Hello there.
Can I swear? I've just realised.
Yeah, can we
for
swear
sure.
on this?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, we'll just remove you both. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
I can't
me
do
done.
podcasts without swearing.
No, you've got to throw a couple of fucks in there to spice it up.
Absolutely. My dad tells me off every time he listens to one.
Really?
Yeah.
My dad hasn't listened to any of mine, but I've got a fear he's going to listen to episode 12 where we talk about trimming our ball hair.
Well, that'd
Which will
just
be
be
out.
Sod's Law, yeah.
At least he wouldn't listen
2
to any
days
of
from
us.
now.
Can you
Yeah.
put sad violin until he says ball hair, please? My dad's never listened to ball hair.
Ball hair!
Put a real boom on it.
Oh, hold it. Oh, amplify.
Yeah, like a flashbang sound.
Yeah.
Ball hair! Yeah.
Nick, do you want to go next?
Sure, I'll go. So my number 10 is by a very famous director, Peter Jackson.
Oh.
But it's from 1992, so it's
Wow.
like pre-Lord of the Rings.
Wow, okay.
And it's called Brain Dead.
Oh, great film.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
a
know of
great
it, but
choice.
I've not seen it.
So, yeah, it's like a New Zealand zombie horror film.
Yeah.
And basically the premise is a Sumatran rat monkey escapes, bites this old lady, and zombies are soon taking over the town, and it's fucking hilarious.
So it is a comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought it was like a low budget, like serious horror.
No,
Oh, like a
I think
grindhouse
you might be
scene.
thinking of. So he did a couple around that time. So he did Bad Taste as well, but no, this is very much a sort of tongue-in-cheek comedy. You know, the zombies getting mown down by lawnmowers.
Wow.
The zombie priests, it's all going off. There's a zombie baby because 2 of the zombies have go to the bone zone. It's
Nice.
How do you describe it, Adam? What's your go-to for that?
Do the naughty.
Yeah, exactly.
do the
There we
naughty.
go.
The zombie naughty.
yeah, I'd from the
Zombie
1920s.
Pretty much. I'm not that old, but I'm not far off.
So yeah, Brain Dead, check it out.
Will do.
100%.
Will do, definitely.
Jordan, have you seen it?
No.
No.
I'm going to make you feel terrible by the end of this, but I don't really
Yeah.
care.
I already feel terrible.
Who's next? Who's left? Me and Haz. I'll go
Yeah.
now, and you can go last
Yep.
this time. My number 10 is a film that Tim Burton directed called Big Fish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Great film.
That's it is
Absolutely
a
love
really
it.
good film.
It's the last good film that he made. And
When's it from?
2003?
Okay. Yeah, it must be. It feels like it's around then.
That sounds about right. It's really good. It's like, has anybody not seen it?
I looked at Jordan. Have you seen it?
I've actually seen it.
Oh, fuck.
I don't remember anything about it though,
Yeah.
so I can rewatch it.
Yeah.
It's Ewan McGregor, isn't it? And it's
Yeah,
like
Ewan
his life
McGregor and Albert
story,
Finney,
isn't
and
it?
it's yeah,
And he just meets a load of wacky characters along the way.
yeah,
doesn't
it's like a circus freak show.
Yeah.
And he,
Yeah, he's telling a story, isn't it, the way it starts, about his life. And no
Yeah.
one believes it's real, isn't it? And then,
yeah, that's it. And you never know if it's true or not, but it's
Yeah.
like, you follow
Oh, I
his-
remember. Yep. Seen it definitely.
Yep.
Good for you.
Good for you.
I think it's the last original screenplay that Tim Burton directed without, because he just adapts things now and doesn't really make
Mhm.
films anymore.
he? Yeah, just does Disney stuff now.
Just-
doesn't
yeah. And so he's not been good
Gets
since
a
then.
sweet
And it's a real
paycheck.
shame.
Yeah. So doesn't everyone just do Disney stuff now?
he?
Pretty much,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, that's true.
That's all there is in the world.
Isn't everyone owned by Disney now?
I think I'm owned by Disney.
Property of Disney just stamped on you.
We've been in negotiations.
My phone's ringing right now. Yeah, it's Mickey.
I promise never to sell Grief Burrito to Disney. It'll
What if
always
they
be
offer you $1
original.
billion?
What about the payout?
Maybe then.
Yeah. What about if they offer you £1,000? Oh no, definitely.
Oh, no, definitely. Anything to buy more burrito blankets.
One more for the collection.
Yeah.
There we go. No, this is the first one we've had.
I know, we've been
ever.
looking at them for ages.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so happy.
No problem. Who's left? You. Go, Harrison.
It's me. So my number 10 is The Fifth Element.
Go. Oh, good choice.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes. So there's few Luc Besson films that I've actually seen. I've mainly only seen his English films because he does a lot of French films, obviously being a Frenchman. However, have you got one on there as well? Oh, Jordan has one on his list too. Like I said, so Leon is good, but I think Fifth Element is probably the best. And they all still seem to carry the same tone through them, though. You can sort of tell it's got like a weird feeling through his films, and like this peak Bruce Willis, and the world they made is just like fucking perfect through the narrative. And they should have. It felt like a university setup where they could have done more.
Totally.
But they didn't.
Visually, this film is beautiful.
It is,
The
yeah.
amount of places it goes as well is insane.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the entire world they built, like you said, is just like mental.
It is. And that's why I like it, is everything is insane. And it's like you're sort of stuck with Corbin Dallas's character, or Bruce Willis's character, Corbin Dallas, and he's like the only sane person of this entire fucking nuts world. He's like, Corbin Dallas! They don't fucking shout his name when he wins the competition and shit. And he goes to that fucking boat.
Yeah.
Why is it a space boat?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Great.
So that is my one. Any problems, anyone? No?
No, I'm
Good.
happy with that. I'll give you that one. That's no issue from me there.
Yeah.
Shall
Right,
we move
you
on to
get-
number 9s?
I
Yeah.
have seen it, by the way.
Oh, there you go. You've seen it.
Oh, another full house. We're on a roll.
I'm impressed. Who went first that time? Jordan. Should we
Yes.
just stick to that order? Let's
Yeah,
stick
go
to that
for
order.
it. Yeah.
You can reveal
Yeah.
your number 9.
Sounds good to me. The number 9 for me is a 1997 film directed by Simon West, and it's Con Air.
Oh. My brother's favourite film.
So, yeah, I expect when you went, oh, I was like, oh, he's going to say something.
It's a bad one.
Yeah. So it's number 9, to be fair. So
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Con Air's loads of fun. It's just
Yeah.
balls to the wall.
You've got, I think the best description that you can have of it is, have you seen How to Lose Friends and Alienate People, the Simon Pegg film?
No.
Yes.
It's how he describes it in that. He's like, best film of all time. And everyone's saying these like really iconic films. And he's like, Con Air. And they're like, what? He's like, it's got Malkovich for the bad guys, Nick Cage. He's at
Buscemi.
this like, yeah, he's in this like really high class environment. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
I actually haven't
So
seen
good.
that one myself. I need to...
You've not seen
You've
Con
not
Air?
seen Con Air?
No, I'm going to offend a lot of people now. I don't really like Nicolas Cage that much.
You,
Oh.
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm with
find
you.
it
I'm
really
with you.
cringy.
I'm not
What?
on
didn't-
board the Cage train at all.
Jordan's looking at me really scared. What's wrong?
I didn't add a film that's just come into my head to my list.
Fuck.
I didn't add Big Trouble in Little China. No,
Oh, mate, you love that movie too.
I do. Oh, fuck, God damn it. Never mind. Carry on.
The people at Cage's Kiss will not be happy with you, Harrison.
I know, and I'm sorry because I like them and I like their podcast.
It is a great podcast, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't know
just
how
not
they
the
do
main
it. I don't know
subject
how they
matter.
watch a Nicolas Cage film every week. That just
No, I know. I don't think there was
boggles
that
my
many.
mind.
Are they not going to run out of episodes?
No, not anytime soon.
No?
He did like 12 films last year or something.
Yeah.
They're good.
No way.
Yeah, he's when you say they're good, he doesn't mean the films.
films,
he
he
means
means-
they're,
I
they're
know.
okay.
No,
I
with
mean,
the-
they're good for
with the,
content.
with the volume.
The films are definitely not good. That one we watched on our first season was awful.
Which one?
I can't remember what it's called.
What was it called? Beyond Worlds or something like
Between
that?
Worlds.
Between Worlds.
That was terrible.
He spent the whole...
Never even
Because
heard of it.
Cage spends like 60% of the film in this like leopard skin posing pouch.
And
Wow.
He's not a good-looking man anymore.
Oh,
You say any more, but I don't
Well,
know if he
no,
ever
I don't
was.
think he ever was, but now he's old and fat. Well, he definitely was in
Yeah.
that film.
yeah.
That's
I
Method,
do-
man.
Method
I
Man's
do
not
like-
in it.
Not Method Man.
Method Man.
White Method, the Wu-Tang Clan. Like what?
I don't know why. When
He
he
ain't
said,
nothing to fuck
when he
with.
said Method Man, I thought Macho Man and was like, oh yeah, in my head.
I thought they were just saying that it's just nothing to fuck with.
No, no.
I was like, yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
I'm,
that'll do.
I'm pretty sure Randy Savage did a rap album, so that's a
Yeah, I think you're
collaboration
right. I think
that
he did.
actually did get missed out on. Method
Oh,
Man and
yeah.
Macho
Oh.
Man.
Actually
That should have
gutted.
happened, yeah.
I think he did.
Fuck.
God rest
Nick
his
Cage
soul.
frontman for it.
Yeah,
Who's next? You, Nick. Go.
Cool.
Sneak.
Right.
yeah.
I like old films as well. So my number 9, my number 9 is a musical, and it's Singing in the Rain.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Very old
I did
film.
not expect that.
Nor
at
did
all.
I. You've blown my mind.
Left
there a little
field.
bit. I've known you for a long time. I don't think we've ever had that conversation.
It's a great movie. It's a real like feel good, and it's like just ye olde. It's like wrapping yourself in a burrito blanket.
Doing it right now.
You can't see this.
I know, I feel like you can see us, but you can't.
No.
And yeah,
One day.
watch it loads. It's great. The songs, the songs are great. It's awesome.
I haven't
Everyone,
seen
it's in the rain, it's dancing,
Yeah.
the singing in the rain.
Oh,
There's rain.
Yeah. Did I mention the singing?
Although apparently Gene Kelly was an absolute dick.
it. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like he was like Kubrick level of, because he co-directed it
Yeah.
and he absolutely beasted everyone on it. Apparently.
Oh, so he was directing and starring. in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. One of those ego vehicles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Apparently Chevy Chase is like that as well.
I
Really?
can imagine.
Yeah, which kind of sucks.
A lot of people are dicks.
Yeah.
Same. High five.
I take it nobody. I haven't seen that. Have you two seen it?
You've never seen it?
No.
Okay.
I have
No, I've
seen
never
about
seen it.
half of it with my papa one time.
Papa, Papa, singing in the rain, in the rain.
Papa Wild. No, I have no qualms. No qualms here.
I have
No.
not seen it. Sounds delightful.
Sounds good. Who went next? Did I go next?
Yes.
You went
Yeah.
next, yeah.
My number 9, I think, is going to surprise a few people, but not if you know me quite well. So my number 9 is from 2004, and it is
Okay.
Saw.
Okay.
Whoa, in your top 10.
In my top 10, I
That is a
fucking
solid
love
choice.
that film. Absolutely, it changed my life in ways I don't want to don't want to say to people.
I'm now aroused by saws. Yeah, that's a film that I haven't seen again since the first time I watched it.
It changed my life. It's based on me.
Yeah.
It made
I
me
would
get
like to
into
play a
it made me
game.
properly get into horror films, and since then I've never really looked back. And I think it reopened the horror film genre. It kickstarted it again back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if I've seen it since the first
Really?
time I ever saw
Did
it.
me and you go and see it when it first
Possibly.
came out? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it for so long. I don't know if I'm placed to comment. I'm surprised it's in your top 10 of
It's
all
definitely in
time.
my top 10. It was nearly higher than this as well.
Okay.
I've got a bit of a confession to make as well, in that I absolutely love all of the Saw films.
All of them.
All
all
of
of them,
All
including
of them.
Saw 3D.
Yeah,
Including
Love it.
Jigsaw.
and Jigsaw. I love it.
How many Saw films are there?
There's 7 and the reboot.
Right, okay.
12.
I think
7
they're-
plus 12 and
Any
the
of-
reboot.
Any advance on
including the reboot
19?
as well.
Yeah.
Going once.
I've only seen the first 4, I think.
There's 4 Saw.
I don't
Full
even know if
Saw.
I've seen them all. I don't think I have.
I love it. I love the story. Just evolves through all 7 films, and the way they ended the final one was beautiful.
It is good. It's like the best way.
You gave them to me.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you gave me all the Blu-rays, didn't you?
Yeah, so you could watch.
Yeah.
So you
Take
could
it
just
yourself.
have them
I'm
because I was
gonna
like,
write
you
down
need
if
to
you've
see
seen
them.
that, Jordan.
Yes, I have. Yes. But it's a mix between just like horror, a gore fest, and
Yeah.
like a drama.
Yeah, it's
It-
like a police thriller, isn't it? They're trying to find you.
It's so because you don't. Most people didn't see past that. It was just like gore and horror.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you look into it and you're like, oh, there's actually like drama and investigation and twists and turns.
There's definitely
You've
that
got
like
some stuff.
whodunit element to the first one.
Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
It did lose it a little bit, but
It
definitely
did, but the
spawned
story
the gore
into-
porn.
the story
Um,
intertwined
style.
between all 7 of them really well. I
yeah.
think.
It's actually gone into Dead by Daylight, the game, hasn't it?
Has
Oh,
it really?
yeah.
You can actually play as
Amanda.
the Amanda, yeah.
Oh wow,
And then you put reverse bear traps on people.
Juicy.
amazing.
It is good. It's
I wish you
proper
could play as the little guy on the bike, personally. Like,
Billy.
Fucking
Billy.
like, woo. Yeah. Is that what it's called, Billy?
good. Cool. Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
Billy. Yeah.
I'd like to
But you're surprised I know that, Harrison.
I am surprised.
I used to have
Jordan
a
with
doll
trivia.
of him sitting
Yeah.
on his bike next to my bed.
That's
Literally
weird.
on my bedside table.
Don't like it.
You said you live on your own, right?
Yeah, I didn't at that
Okay.
point, but
I thought you were just going to be like, I do now, yes.
yes, I do.
I've got the pop vinyl
Yeah.
of it up there as well. I just noticed.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, so that's my number 9.
Nice. It's me next, I think,
It
isn't it?
is. It is you now to reveal your number 9.
I'm going to announce it with the theme music, and you can guess what it is.
Okay.
Ba 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 ba. There you
No,
Lord of the
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
go. Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring.
So it doesn't transfer well through mics.
No, it doesn't. Not when you've got cold, especially. So the first Lord of the Rings film was Lord of the Rings film, I should say. It was a film that when I saw it the first time as a kid, it sort of caved my mind in all the way. It blurred the line between like high fantasy realms of film and made them real because of all the locations were real. Like all the towns they actually built, all the fucking mountains were real, all the caves and tunnels and fucking halls. It was all built.
Yeah.
All of the practical effects, and it still stands as being one of the biggest, like, I don't even know, monuments to practical effects that there can be.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's launched a whole tourist industry down there. You
Yeah,
can
it
still
has,
go
yeah.
around all that stuff. I think that's one of the very rare occasions where it's a movie I saw more than once in the cinema as well when it came out.
Really? And that's a long film seen in the cinema as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I had anything better to do when I was sort of 15, 16, however old I was at that time.
You got that classic intermission, the little lady with the tray with the ice creams on.
You were definitely
Bring it
older
over
than
here.
16 when Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
I don't know when. Yeah, whenever 18. I don't know.
I was like 8 or 9
I was in
What-
year
when
what year was
Two
it?
Towers came out, right?
Yeah.
What year was Fellowship of the Ring?
2001, I think it was.
So you were
I would have
20.
been, I would have been 6.
19, 20.
I would have been 6 years old when that came out.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I was going to say I was in the first year of high school.
Well, I was 20.
Yeah.
I was so old.
You
Nick.
don't.
How
You
did
guys
this
don't look
happen?
that much older than us, though, so it's fine.
No, you really, like, especially sound as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
We're young looking. We've kept ourselves young looking.
Yeah,
Yes.
had an easy paper round.
We're exactly the same age. We were born 2 days apart.
So you're,
Oh, no way.
so
No.
you're slightly older.
Yeah, I'm 2 days older.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He loves pointing that out.
Yeah. Not exactly.
I think you'll find. He carries the birth certificates around.
Yeah,
just
like,
I got
rub it
them
out.
laminated.
He does. He pretty much exactly does that.
But not. Good, good choice.
Good choice. No, that is a good choice. Is it definitely just the Fellowship or?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
And I mean, the whole. If I can class it all as one thing, then yes, it's all of them. But the first one was the first film to give that feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
What went wrong with The Hobbit?
It was fucking shit. Yeah, all CGI
Yeah, too much
bullshit.
CGI, that's what
motherfucking-
went wrong with
I
it.
loved that. I
Tear-ass
loved that
wank.
book when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
that was those films.
It's a great
are
book.
bad.
I've got a really beautiful copy of that book that's got all like hand painted pictures every couple of pages. It's really, really nice.
And then the film came out.
And then the film came out, and I was like, don't read anymore.
I know. I hate this book. Throw it in
Yeah,
the
it was
fire.
the first book I actually read, I think.
Wow.
Oh, no way. I've never read any of them because I'm really lazy. And
Yeah.
television existed when I was born, and life wasn't black and white.
Yeah.
Sorry, Has.
I had never watched anything black and white. I only remember when we had 4 channels on the TV.
Back in the day when life was black and white.
Yeah, my dad did get me the book that had all 3 of them in one book, and I was like, I can't even lift this.
Yeah, I've got that, and it is.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
like a tome.
It's a
is.
workout in itself.
It is, yeah.
It's
There we go.
really small
Workout
print
for
as
the
well,
brain.
and a really big.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's got to be so disheartening when you open it like, ha, I can't even read this.
Yeah.
Pass my magnifying glass.
Right. Is it
Who's
me
next?
next?
Yeah, it's your number 8.
Okay, my number 8 is a film that doesn't really need any introduction. It's Pulp Fiction, 1994,
Good
Quentin
choice.
Tarantino. So this is an amazing film. Everyone's seen this film. If you've not, I'm genuinely surprised. But I've got a tiny bit of trivia about it.
Oh, go for it.
So Uma Thurman was reportedly very nervous during the dancing scene with John Travolta, as he was famed for his dancing ability. She what? I'm sorry, I wrote this down and I can't read it. He reputedly told her to shut up and twist when she mentioned it to him that she was scared.
Shut up and twist.
Yeah,
That's the best way to get into a dance scene.
I've never seen the film that's from.
No,
No, what is it?
I don't know.
Saturday Night Fever, maybe?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
I'm guessing.
There's a film
I
like
think
four of
presume
them.
it's that one.
I guess
That's the one where he was really famous for being dancey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a guess. Sweet,
Yeah.
I got it. I get by on guessing quite a lot.
I really nearly put Pulp Fiction on my list. It just missed out.
Really?
Yeah.
Just missed. Oh,
I
man.
think people like forget how much Travolta's career was in the toilet at that point
Yeah.
as well. He was in the
Like he is now.
yeah he's back where he's
He's back down there now.
but that Tarantino pulled him out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Great movie.
He was literally in the toilet for a lot of the film as well. But yeah, that's my choice. Everyone upset with that?
No,
Or-
I'm going to give you
No,
that.
it's a good
I'm fine
film.
with that.
That's good. It's a bad motherfucking film.
There's not many bad Tarantino films.
I shot Wallace in the face. That line fucking I don't know why. I laughed so much. You know when you can't breathe?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so funny. Yeah.
It's like, man, it's just the way
It
he's
was
so
an
right.
accident. Like a child who's
Yeah.
dropped an ice cream.
Yeah, and then like Samuel Jackson's got brain in his fucking afro on the back.
Yeah, now fucking Winston Wolfe's advertising car insurance
Yeah.
or something, isn't he?
Kids are now
Yeah.
going to think that Winston Wolfe is from that advert.
I know.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Oh,
How sad is that?
that is sad.
Very sad.
Oh, well, we'll get over it. Nick, what's your number 8?
Fine, on that bombshell. My number 8 is from 1998, and it's a film called American History X, starring Edward Norton and
Ooh.
Edward Furlong.
Amazing
Yes.
film.
So I
seen
love
that
this
film?
film. It is, it just blew me away.
Yeah.
First time I saw it. My favourite thing about this film is the fact that the director, Tony Kaye, totally disowned it. English guy, did a
Really?
load of music videos. Yeah, he tried to get his name taken off the credits.
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Because it's so violent.
he handed in a cut of it. The studio wanted it. They thought it was too long, so he took like an hour off it. So he delivered a unreleasable film basically, and Ed Norton took it and re-chopped it together.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and Tony Kaye
Yeah, right.
has basically done one film since.
Wow.
Um,
Blacklisted.
yeah.
Nice.
But it's
That's
amazing.
insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the performance is great. Norton's great in it. You know, he's again another guy who's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Yep, famously a dick.
Edward Furlong's great in it.
Yeah.
He's great in that. He's great in Terminator 2, and then look what happens to him.
Yeah, I know.
But no, it's a great
Choice.
film. Really powerful story, and American History X. Check it out.
Good choice. Everybody seen it?
No.
Yeah. I think it's the only other thing I've ever seen Edward Furlong in.
There
don't
might
know
not
what
be
Edward
anything
Furlong
else.
is.
Yeah, there's maybe not.
John
anything.
Connor from Terminator 2.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
No.
Can't
That
think
guy.
of anything else.
There-
that he
there
is
might
off
not
the top
be
of my
much
head.
else.
There might not be much else. Didn't he get into drugs quite badly?
Yeah.
Ah,
And
another
prison.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, pretty much. I actually messaged him the other day.
What, Macaulay
You
Culkin?
messaged Macaulay Culkin.
No, not Macaulay Culkin. Edward Furlong.
Edward Furlong.
Yeah, it turns out he's quite
You
big
friends?
into games, and he's just started an Instagram. So I messaged him like, if you ever want to come and chat about games, you can come on our show.
Just get a reply that just said "fuck off."
Fuck off. Yeah, I've not had a reply yet.
That sounds more likely. Yeah.
Might never. He's probably got inundated with messages, hasn't he? He probably gets
Yeah.
like 10,000 a day.
From those
Just from
two
podcasts.
films he's been in.
Yeah, probably just
Especially these days. Who's next? Am I next?
Yeah.
I'm
It's you.
terrible with
Yeah.
this. My memory's awful. You'll learn. My next film is from 1996 and is another horror film, and it is Scream.
Okay.
I freaking love Scream. It's one of my favourite films. Well, obviously, it's one of my favourite films of all time because it's
Yeah.
on my list. But yeah, everything about Scream is brilliant. Scream 2 is really good as well. So I actually saw Scream 2 before I saw Scream.
Oh, really?
Which is
I
really
see, I was like
weird.
that with Terminator as well. I saw the second one before I saw the first one.
So this does tell you how old I am because me and a couple of friends snuck in to see Scream
Really?
because we were not 18
No,
at
we
the
were
time.
15.
So we did sneak in to see that.
Me and you went to see
Sneaking
Scream
cinemas
2
back then.
on my 17th birthday.
Yeah, I think we just bought a ticket for something else and didn't go to it. We went in to
Just
Scream
went in.
instead.
Me and you
Have
went
you
to see
guys
Scream
ever
2.
actually done like
Go
the
on.
multi-showing with a ticket? You know, like where you buy a ticket to one film, watch it, come out, and then just go into a different
No,
screen?
I've never
I'm
tried
too
that.
honest for that.
I've never done it. Like, I really want to try one time, but...
I don't need to do it now. I've got a Cineworld card. I can just go whenever I want.
Oh, have you? Ah, right, okay. I need one of those.
Yeah.
Have you
How
got-
much are they're quite expensive, right?
It's £18 a month.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
It's not bad at
I
all. If you
expected
go,
it to
you
be
only have to
more.
go like twice a month to make it pay.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, see, we go to the View Cinema. It's $4.99.
Oh, okay. So
Nice.
Didn't you say it's awful in
It
there?
is horrible.
But I saved £2.
Yeah, save it. I mean, I can go to the Knutsford Cinema and it's like a beautiful old theatre, but it's £23 for two of us.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it?
It's about
Or
£11
sorry,
a ticket in our
£26,
cinema, so
yeah.
it pays for me to have that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Scream. Anybody got an issue with me having Scream on my list?
No, I'm not. I'm
No?
not surprised you've got it. It's good. It's good.
one of my favourite films. Cool.
Genuine classic.
Has number 8?
Mine. Where am I up to? I'm going to stick firmly in the horror genre,
Ooh,
and I'm going to go for John Carpenter's The Thing.
Nice.
good choice.
Great
Yeah.
film.
We did an episode on this.
You did.
So if you want to hear about why, you can go listen. But it's just it's because of Rob Botton, really. All the practical effects are amazing. The claustrophobic atmosphere, the perfect soundtrack and directing. It's perfect.
That film is disgusting
Disgusting.
in a good way.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That is a really good way to describe it, actually.
Yeah.
It's disgusting in a good way.
But
very slimy.
That's a compliment of the highest order.
It is.
It is great.
Because that's what they were going for. They
Yeah.
were going for disgusting. So
I know
Yeah,
Jordan's seen
it's
that.
such
so
a good
I'm gonna
film.
Give him a point.
Yeah, I fell asleep. I didn't. I hadn't seen Scream, by the way.
Okay. You've not seen Scream?
No,
Oh my
I've seen Scary
goodness.
Movie. Same thing.
It is the same thing. It's pretty much the same script, but just delivered by comedy actors.
All right, I thought you were going to be like,
No,
what?
it is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It is, but it's brilliant.
Yeah,
Go and watch
yeah,
it.
I'll definitely give it a watch at some point.
Definitely give it a watch.
He's in Dead by Daylight as well. Ghostface,
Yeah,
yeah, he is. He is now.
the actor.
They've got the official mask again now, haven't they?
Yes,
The official
they do.
Scream mask. Yeah, because they had the different one, didn't they?
Yeah, licensing or something, right?
The TV show's rubbish. Don't watch the TV show.
Yeah, we've heard. Heard it's not good.
Ah, well.
Oh, well. Right. Jordan, go for number 7.
Okay.
Okay.
My number 7 is a film from 2011. It is French, which
I think
is
it's
a
pronounced
surprise to everyone, I'm
French.
sure. French.
French.
Ma famille. Every episode. It's called The Untouchables, or I think the rename is The Untouchable.
Right.
Oh.
So I can't say the names of the people who directed it, so never mind. It's about. There you go. It's that one there. Olivier Nakache.
Nakache. Is it an L or an
That's a K.
Oh,
Olivier
Nakache.
Nakache and Eric Talendo. Talendo.
What's it?
Yeah,
What's it
that'll
about?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
So, it is about a
Tell me a
quadriplegic rich person. So I think he was in, I can't remember now, he was in a paragliding accident, and he's now quadriplegic. And there is a young African-American guy who is from the projects, and he's just kind of going through life, going to get his unemployment checks, because he keeps making sure he doesn't get jobs. So this rich guy basically makes sure that he gets made his carer. And from there, it becomes this like really nice story that branches out about everything that goes on and how they help each other, just because neither of them are what the other expects. I watched it and I expected, because I saw it was in the top 250 of IMDb years ago. I saw it and I was like, wow, this is actually amazing. I just expected it to be some like really artsy shit film, but I couldn't really recommend it any more than what I can. Yeah,
I've got a book
So
that you
good.
need to read called Moon Palace.
Is it the same thing?
Called, by Philip Austin, I think he's called. No, Paul Auster. It's a great book. You'll love it if you like that.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Is it just the same thing?
No, it's a different story, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's a similar
Yeah,
concept.
amazing film. If you get a chance to watch it, watch it. I don't know if you'd recognise any of the actors, but yeah, I think 5% of all the profits from the film as well were donated to a Parisian charity who are working to create shared living spaces for disabled adults and friends as well,
Oh, wow.
which is amazing. Yeah,
That's
very
really
nice.
good.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
great film, great everything about it, so good.
Great.
I've written it down.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look for that.
Yeah.
It's about time we got a feel-good film on our list.
Yeah, and it's from me of all
Yeah, I know.
people.
Nick, number 7.
My number 7, very similar
Hit us,
actually to that, Jordan. So people always have this debate, don't they? What film has managed to produce a sequel better than the original? People talk about Godfather 2,
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm giving you Paddington 2.
Whoa, that caught me off guard.
Wow.
I've heard those are amazing.
Yeah, I've never seen either of them.
I haven't seen either of them either.
They're both good. Paddington 2, is almost perfect.
Really?
It's so funny and it's so sweet. It's brilliant. My kids love it, and maybe I'm a bit biased because we all sit around and watch it quite frequently. But it's really good, really good.
Is that the one where he comes back from hell?
Yeah, and he's badder than ever.
Yeah, better than ever.
It's directed by Paul King, he's directed both these Paddington movies. He also directed pretty much every episode of The Mighty Boosh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. I love the Mighty Boosh.
So that's where he got his start, and yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Good choice. I've got no issue with
Yeah,
you having
solid.
I think that's the most recent film I've got as well on this list.
What year was it?
2017.
Yeah. More recent than any of mine, I think. Oh, no, I might have one. It's me now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 7 is the first of 3 Stephen King films I've got on this list.
Oh, here we go.
Get into the meat of it.
To the
then,
surprise of nobody.
yeah.
But I am quite surprised that this one's as low down as number 7. I'm going with The Shawshank Redemption as my number 7. Because
Wow. Okay.
I freaking love that film. The book's really good. Well, the story's really good. The film's really good. I imagine everybody's seen it.
There's a poster next to
Yes.
me of it.
There's a sign poster next to you of it.
Signed one.
Well, it's a print, I think. I brought it from Comic-Con a few
Alright.
years ago.
Oh, cool.
But it's
You didn't
cool.
say signed by who, so it could be like
It's signed by me.
Yeah, signed it myself.
It's signed
Instantly
by
worth
Tim
more.
Robbins and Morgan Freeman.
To Adam from Adam.
I think it's signed by Tom Ribbins
Mm.
and Forgan Freeman.
I just expect like there's a signed one behind you and just hear Nick turn just like a
Just rip it up.
scream of anguish.
I'm not sure, but I believe it's the highest rated film on IMDb.
It is, yeah. It's
Yeah.
the top of the list.
Really?
The top
Yeah.
top of the 250.
I've only seen it once, but I know it was very good.
It's
Yeah,
very,
it was
very,
really good
very good.
Yeah.
It's,
It doesn't have the same impact the second time, I don't think.
Really?
But it's the same with everything.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really good adaptation of the story as well. It's literally almost word for word. It's really, really
Yeah,
good.
I mean, that's one of the ones that's on my list to read as I'm going through the Stephen King books.
Yeah.
As you suggested, Adam, in the order that you said. So I'm on Doctor Sleep at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
And I've
how are you
done
finding it?
Good so far. I'm only about 100 pages in. I'm not too far.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Who's next?
It's me, isn't it?
It is. Of course it is. Obviously.
Okay, so I'm going to bring in a childhood classic that's animated, and it is Aladdin.
Oh wow, yeah.
Great.
Good.
Okay.
choice.
Wasn't
Yes,
expecting.
okay.
Was not expecting
Prince
that.
Ali, fucking fabulous is he. 'Cause he's fucking great, okay?
Alia what?
Yeah, Ali Ababa.
Baba.
It's been one of my favourite films since I was a kid. And here's a fact for you that I actually cried in the cinema because the giant tiger head from the Cave of Wonders was so loud. And to be fair, I was like 2.
Yeah, fair.
The characters are all amazingly original. The music is catchy as fuck. I still sing songs from it all the time, like Friend Like Me and Prince Ali.
Great tunes.
That wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did. And I'd also like to raise a toast to fucking Robin Williams for being one of the most amazing,
Absolutely.
influential actors
Wholesome
of our
as fuck
generation.
as well.
Yeah, just one of the best people, best voices, best comedy actors. So, thank you, Robin Williams, for everything.
Yeah,
Agreed. Thank you.
insane.
Thank you very much. Robin.
His
Yeah.
performance in that movie is out of this world.
Yeah.
He is incredible.
Insanely. That film wouldn't be as, well, I don't even think half as good without Robin Williams'
No way.
character.
No, God no.
Yeah,
It just yeah, pardon the pun, but it makes it like more magical.
it does. Yeah,
Sorry.
totally does. It's all right. There was actually enough outtakes from that film that they could have had his genie be in the new one.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
but they didn't have access to the estate because obviously it's his voice. They'd
He.
have to get
I
permission
don't
to
know.
use everything.
I don't know the full details of this, but I know he had a big falling out with Disney.
Oh really?
I did.
When this came out. Was it because he didn't want to be plastered all over the posters and stuff because he had another film coming out, I think.
I think
think
was it at a
that's-
similar time as Fern Gully.
Yeah, I'm sure he was in
I think-
he was in something else, and he didn't want to be like the main face on. But obviously, when it came out, because he was so good in it, they kind of backtracked on that, and I think he had a big falling out with Disney. I'm sure.
Yeah, because for a while he was like the biggest actor ever. Because obviously he did like Good Morning Vietnam, he did Fern Gully, he did Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, Hook. Then what came after that? Was it
Hit-
Goodwill Hunting?
Hit after hit.
Yeah, just all amazing films.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't believe I've not got
So
Jumanji
yeah, that
on my
film's
list.
on there.
That's
I
really,
actually watched it the other day.
really annoying me.
Yeah, you see what I mean, man?
Yeah.
Yours is Jumanji, mine's Big Trouble in Little
Oh.
China. Really comparable films.
I'm having to chop one more out my list as we're going, so I'm reading my list like, which one do I let go?
Oh, no. It's getting harder and harder the closer we get, because this is like number
No.
one.
Mm.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm hoping one of them that I'm going to chop is one that Adam's going to say, and I'm going to be like, that one was one of mine.
No. Oh, well. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
definitely. We're on number 6 now.
Yep.
Wow,
Yeah.
we're flying through.
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Jordan,
Yes.
number 6 me.
So,
Six me up.
If you insist. My number 6 spot goes. That came out wrong. The film number 6 is Forrest Gump from 1994.
Great
Oh,
shout.
yes.
So, if you don't know, Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, and Gary. I don't know how to say that surname. Sinise?
I think that's right, yeah.
Sneeze, yeah.
Smanooze.
Yes.
Not even close.
Close enough.
But yeah, Forrest Gump is a classic tale. It's an amazing film, and everything about it is just incredible. It's no matter how many times I watch it, every time like the acting just blows me away, and I like fall in love with like Forrest's kind of character and everything that he does, and kind of he doesn't really stand for, but does, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't actively do anything. He just does it because it's right or what he wants to do, and every time I'm just like in awe of it.
Yeah. But
And,
it
yeah,
very nearly made my
such
list.
a
I
good
must
film.
admit. It was on my long list.
On your long list.
On my long list that I narrowed down.
If this was a best 11 films, damn it would have been on there.
Was your long list all the films?
All the
All the films.
all the films ever, and then I narrowed it down to 10.
Good.
By the way, guys, this was much harder than any of us are letting on.
Oh,
this was
yeah.
this was so much more stressful than it should have been.
Oh,
for
same.
all of us.
When we pitched this idea, we were like, "Oh, it would just be a fun little laugh of an episode," and we've all failed for 3 weeks to live lives where we come up with these lists. It's been a nightmare.
Oh man, the amount of times I was like, my list's ready. Oh god, what about these films?
And then you've still got ones
Cursing
while we're
Adam.
recording that are not on there. It's been a nightmare.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be, because
It
all
has.
we're doing is offending films by leaving them
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, the first time we're all in a proper big podcasting thing together, and we hate each other for this. Right.
First time we've ever had a
Genuine
guest on our podcast.
fear.
Were you first guest?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my-
absolutely.
How did I not know that?
No.
Yeah, we've never
No,
had,
you're right. It is.
we've
yeah.
never had a guest on this
Yeah.
boat. We've been on other people's podcasts, but
Yeah.
you're the first people to come aboard.
No way.
Thank you so much. That's what the metal
It's another
detector's for,
Christmas
right.
miracle.
I'll treasure my
Yeah.
ticket.
It's much leakier than I imagined.
It's absolutely chucking it down, that's why.
Yeah, I'm bailing
Oh,
us
it
out
is, yeah.
as we speak.
Nick has got his podcast shorts on though, so even in this weather, he still wears the podcast shorts.
Full kit wanker. No, sorry.
I'm proud. I'm proud.
Next, Nick. Six me up.
Number 6. Right. Okay. So I mentioned this to you last night that I'm not really a horror film person, but I realised I've got 2, arguably 3 horror films on my list. So I've already had Brain Dead. That was number 10. So my number 6 is from 2014, and it is The Babadook.
Oh, I love that film.
Baba.
Jesus.
It's such a good film. That's
So-
a great show.
That is an Australian film, and we did go to see that at the cinema,
Yeah, we
and
did.
it fucking scared the life out of me.
It is terrifying. Have you guys seen it?
Yep.
I've seen bits of it while I was drunk.
So no.
Does that count?
Close enough.
I've seen bits.
The kid annoyed me so much at the start.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw that part.
It's just like, please shut up.
Just the kid in the cinema next to you.
Yeah.
I think
My
it's
mate made a...
Essie.
Sorry, Karen.
No, I was just going to say, I think it's Essie Davis who plays the lead role. She's great in it, and I just found it really, really creepy.
Mm.
I've not seen it since
Oh,
that day when we
No,
first
I haven't
watched it,
either.
but,
And,
yeah, it's a brilliant film.
Yeah, that sort of atmosphere of that evening is just, yeah, it really stuck with me.
It's definitely creepy, and it does the whole aspect of it really, really well with like the whole grief thing. My only real problem with it is when they use like one of the stock sound effects for the Babadook. They use like this weird scream that's been in cartoons since the 90s. It was in Real Monsters.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you remember that
Yeah, I
cartoon.
do.
Yeah, it's like some like it's fucking.
I'm going to have
Yeah,
to find
and
that
they
sound
use
effect
it.
now, aren't I?
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. See if
Yeah.
you can dig it out.
I'll send it you, and you'll know exactly which one.
Okay.
I'm
I'll,
pretty sure I've got it saved on my computer.
I'll cut it in here then.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm giving you that. That's a great choice. Well done.
Yeah, solid. I like it.
I give it you a little bit.
That's all I
Just a
need.
tip.
You're allowed to say if you don't like it.
That's all I need.
Me now. My number 6 is my childhood favourite film of all time, and it is The Goonies.
Nice.
I love The Goonies so
Good.
much. Everything about The Goonies is brilliant. I wanted to be one when I was a kid. I still kind of want to be one now, although
You can still be
I
a
don't like
Goonie.
the idea of going underground.
It's a lifestyle.
It is.
Lifestyle
It is.
choice.
Yeah.
I've grown up as a Goonie, and I'm still there now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it on the census next time it comes round.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's from
Bit of bad news,
1985,
mate.
and it's just under 2 hours long, and it is brilliant. Everything.
Bit of bad news, Adam. I've not seen that
I've
one.
not seen The Goonies. Oh my goodness.
That's the response I always get.
Oh wow.
Welcome to our friendship.
Wow.
That,
No, it's
surpri-
their ship.
that surprises me just from the amount of times that it's
always on the
seemingly-
telly.
Yeah, it is seemingly always on the TV.
Yeah.
I don't really watch TV. We're cancelling our. We ordered, like Virgin TV bundle whatever thing.
Yeah.
Because my girlfriend was like, "Oh, I always watch TV," and she came up the other day. She was like, "I've not watched TV in like 6 months. Do you want to cancel it?" I was like, "Are you serious?" So I just don't watch TV.
I'm
can't remember
cancelling
the
my
last time I
Virgin
watched
in the
live
new year
TV.
as well. I just don't
Yeah,
watch enough.
just need the internet.
Yeah,
It's pointless,
keep
isn't
the
it?
internet. I don't want the TV anymore. TV's so last decade. It's so
Grant me your
2010s.
internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah, I love The Goonies, and I fight anybody who says it shouldn't be on there.
It's totally rewatchable as
Not
well.
that I've ever been in a fight in my life.
This will be your first.
Defending the honors, the Goonies
The
honor.
Goonie honor.
I feel like Jordan would be slapping you in the face with a glove if he could, if he was in the same room right now.
I've just not seen it. I can't say it's bad.
If he was in the same room right now,
Oh,
I'd be making
he'll
him
say
watch
it's
The
bad.
Goonies.
Yeah, you just see me getting dragged out of the room
Watch this fucking
to the
film.
cinema room. You sit in there until you think about what you've done, and then come back in. Sorry, boys.
It's in a Clockwork Orange, but in front of the Goonies.
Why are your eyes open? I think it's
Just
on
speak
Netflix.
like a
I'm not-
child.
It definitely was at one point, but I think it might have come off by now.
Right, okay.
When we did our last bonus episode, it was one on there because
Okay.
it was on my list of that.
Mm.
Cool. Has 6 me up.
Okay, ticks me up hard. So I'm skipping one that I hope you're going to say.
Okay.
So my next one is a film called Arrival.
Oh,
You
great
heard that?
choice. That's really recent, isn't it? A couple of years ago.
Which
yeah,
one's
it
that?
is 2016, I think.
Yeah.
At the Squidmans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that one.
heptapods. Oh my god,
my
Jordan's seen
goodness.
this one.
He gets a tick.
You've seen this, but you've not seen the Goonies. Right. So, I'm a man who loves fucking sci-fi, and this is just an amazing example of it. Like, the cinematic impact of it when I was in the film, in the cinema watching it, it was incredible. It's a film of, like, subtlety. Like, there's so many small things about it. Even though it's quite a spectacle, the shots never really show more than is needed, and the soundtrack is as alien as the language that you see.
It is brilliant. Everything about it is brilliant.
And the twist at the end made me fucking like elbow Helen and be like, "Whoa!" Yeah, I love stuff like that because it's a. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say what it
No,
is.
don't
But
spoil it.
when you do, the concept of is something that I love and is something I've studied a lot of. And for the impact that it made in the cinema, that's why it's so high on my list.
Agreed. I watched it at the cinema as well, and it was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little bit distracted then during your speaking because there's a butterfly in the room.
Yeah, it's just turned up out of nowhere.
Yeah, literally. Come out, there's no windows
This time
open
of
and the
year.
doors closed.
In winter,
In December.
How is there a butterfly in here?
I don't know.
Is it a butterfly
No,
or a
it's a
colourful moth?
No,
Butterfly.
it's definitely a
It's an
butterfly.
admiral butterfly. It's just sitting on the light shade now.
it's the Christmas movie moth.
How weird is
Come
that?
for a blessing.
That's right.
Oh, Christmas moth, oh, Christmas moth. Why are your wings so colourful?
Where's it been?
Where's it come from?
Have you got
Have you
a
had a
butterfly
cocoon?
farm in your
Well, yeah, but it's winter.
airing
It
cupboard?
must be like a chrysalis somewhere
It must be.
that's been like inert.
How strange is that? That's really
It's a
weird.
sleeper butterfly.
Yeah, and then the heatings come on and it's heated it
It
up.
heard arrival and arrived.
Yeah, it arrived. Yeah.
Fetch the nectar, stat.
It's not doing. I've got a phobia of things with wings, and it's not doing me any.
Oh
it's not
really?
doing me any
Oh, this could be
favours.
fun.
Oh no.
What, all things?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't like flappy wings.
You hate birds, right?
I hate birds. I can't be around birds.
Yes, he does.
He hates
No way.
he hates
Yeah.
sanitary pads.
I was going to say, like, what about if I come as dressed as the Tooth Fairy when we meet up next? Is that going to
That'd just be shocking anyway.
No,
Don't
I'm
do
fine
that.
with that.
I've got
That's-
fabulous legs.
Yeah, I'd love to see your legs.
I'll have you know, I've got great legs.
I've got
I'll
great
wax them.
They're like 6'3".
Just your legs.
All legs.
I am all legs,
Yeah.
no torso.
Yeah, I'm an inch of body on the top.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just revealed my biggest weakness on this podcast. That's terrible.
I know that was a
You've
mistake.
revealed it before.
Have I?
How do you think I knew about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrified of
listening
birds
to him.
and most things with
Yeah.
wings. There we
That's
go.
crazy,
That's
man.
my weakness.
Yeah. To be fair, it makes sense. Like
It's just
aerial predators.
the worst is when a
Butterflies.
bird is in a room. That's when it's indoors and it's trapped in. That's my worst.
That
nightmare.
is pretty freaky because it's like...
Yeah.
Getting
There's a lot
everywhere.
going on, like sensory overload.
Yeah, see, it's daddy long legs for me.
Yeah, I don't like.
Because they've not perfected flight. They just sort of fall
Yeah,
They had
around.
They're very
tendons.
awkward.
It's just like blah, 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 blah. And like I remember falling asleep once and one like landing in my ear and just being like across my face.
that's horrible. My grandma told me a story once of a hairdresser was driving in her car with the window open and a pigeon flew in, and I think I'd just die on the spot. I don't know what
insane.
else I would do. I think I would just die.
A pigeon flew into
Through
the window. that I
through the
just
window of
put
the
up.
car into the car with her while she was driving.
Shit.
Mate, we were driving on the way to work. My girlfriend was driving. I was in the passenger seat, and just as I put the window up, a pigeon flew into the window
Oh.
and like bounced off of it.
My God.
Really?
It must have been pretty scared because it literally shit itself.
Imagine if that had got in. Oh, no, I don't even want to think
I know.
about it.
Have you
It's
got
on the ghost
have you
hunt,
got
yeah.
have you got any enemies? Because that sounds a bit like an assassination attempt.
Yeah, they've shot a bird out of a cannon.
on the way to work one day, like we went to a different office when I worked at my old job, and 2 birds incidents happened. One dive bombed the car we were in, and obviously perished. It was only small.
Rip.
And then as soon as I got to the office, I sat next to a window, and a bird flew into the window,
Oh wow,
and then another one flew into
That's
the
like The
window of my
Omen.
work the other week.
the birds are
Oh,
attacking
no.
you, Jordan. What have you done?
You're cursed.
What have you done to the birds? You've offended.
I think
the
that
bird
one was
people.
going for a gooseberry bush. To be fair,
Gooseberry.
yeah.
I love a good gooseberry.
Like, we'll put the gooseberry bush by the window, and then 20 minutes later, a bird flies into the
All
window.
the time. Like fucking all
It
day.
lived. It's fine. I think maybe there are no cats nearby.
Yeah, be alright.
I've lost track
Fine.
of that butterfly
Yeah.
now. I think it's disappeared again.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, well.
I don't think it was
It
real.
wasn't real. It was just in our minds.
Could you say it was the butterfly effect?
Oh
Not on my list.
no,
No,
it shouldn't be on anybody's list. That's a terrible.
I wasn't at the arrival. I thought it was all right.
Not The Arrival. That's Charlie Sheen.
Oh, sorry. No, just Arrival.
Yeah.
Sorry. The film Arrival.
Arrival.
I thought it was all right. I don't think it's that great, but fair.
Did you see it in the cinema?
No.
There you go.
Okay, never mind.
Suck it.
Fine, fuck me then, I guess. I'm the
Yeah,
dickhead.
right?
No, yeah. Just thought, yeah, certain bits, not great, but that's fair, yeah.
Cool. Right. Top 5.
Top 5s.
Okay,
Jordan, go for it.
my number 5.
Dank Bitches Lesbians 3.
Backdoor Slut 7.
Yeah. The 7th is always the best.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
Once, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. So my 5th one is Shaun of the Dead from 2004,
Yes.
directed by
Wonderful
Edgar Wright. So it's Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Kate Ashfield, and Dylan Moran.
Excellent.
Right.
Great choice.
And did you know
Oh,
in this movie, when they meet the kind of opposite group to themselves,
Yeah.
The leader of their party is played by Jessica Hines,
yeah.
who is the co-star of another one of Edgar Wright's shows, which was Spaced.
Spaced.
Love
So
Spaced.
she was the
Loved
main
Spaced.
character along with him. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I love
Really
that.
cool.
I love that show, and I love Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
So
Shaun of
good.
the Dead is a brilliant, brilliant film.
I've just realised that is further up on my list than Pulp Fiction, which a lot of people may not be happy about.
That's fine.
But that's
I'd
okay.
agree. I think Shaun of the Dead is one
Fuck
of the,
'em.
probably the best British film of all time.
It's
It's up there.
it's great.
It's certainly up there.
It's great.
Nick, there.
He looked at me like he
whoa,
hated
whoa,
me
hold
then
it
for a
up.
minute.
Yeah,
It's definitely up there.
I love that film. It's so good. Just everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunately ruined by the other 2 films in its trilogy, which are fucking garbage.
No. Hot Fuzz is good.
How do you
Hot
not?
Fuzz
How
is
do you
good.
not like Hot Fuzz?
Yeah.
I don't like Hot
I
Fuzz,
hate
but
Hot
I
Fuzz.
quite like
Hate
the other
Hot
one.
Fuck you, Has.
The World's End is an
Okay.
awful film.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
like
kind of
that.
bad.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
The one bit in The World's End that fucking slayed me and all of my friends in the cinema was the bit where he goes, "Oh, where's he gone? He's gone to the bathroom. He's probably gone, about cocaine." And he goes, "A poo." How is that a poo?
My favourite bit's when Nick Frost is acting drunk and he puts his hand through a pane of glass by accident. Love that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I see. I do like that film. The reason I hate Hot Fuzz is because on the flight to America, they were showing it on the flight, and it was all that was on. So I watched it like 3 times. Then we got there, and my auntie rented it while we were there. And then on the way back on the same plane, it was on
no
again.
way.
And I was like, I fucking hate this film.
That'd make you.
Plane
That'd
one,
make
only
you
has one
hate
film.
it.
I'd really hate
Yeah.
most films. I
Yeah,
have
it
a
just
real
wound me
dislike
up.
for Hot Fuzz. I do not enjoy it at all.
So I'm
Yeah.
so surprised that Nick really likes Paddington 2. If he's forced to watch it all the time, it must be really
It
good.
is- No,
Yeah.
it is really good.
He's just happy that his kids are being quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Having
yeah.
met his
I
kids,
can
they're
see
never
that.
quiet.
That's fair. That's a fair
Paddington
shout.
Bear.
I know, especially one of them.
Yeah.
Paddington
Oh, there's
Bear,
the
sweet
butterflies.
release.
The butterfly's back.
Oh shit, you're gonna be okay.
I'm fine. He's attracted to the light.
Paddington.
Oh, he's landed on
Jordan,
the light.
send more butterflies.
Go, go, go!
Nick, number 5.
Number 5. So this is one of my childhood favourites, and it's Back to the Future.
No, yeah, had to be. I'm surprised that's as low down as that.
Yeah, well, stiff competition of all films ever made. But,
Well, true.
number 5 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's not to say? You know,
Everybody
Back to the
see Back to
Future.
the Future.
It's perfectly cast. It's a great story. Yeah, the sequels are pretty good as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's your culminating moment of Back to the Future? Nick?
I think it's got to be when George McFly knocks out Biff, and the music
is a great
swells
scene.
at the end as well, and it's like that hero moment for George McFly is just awesome.
Yeah, it is. To see how the characters change,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. I love the whole guitar scene as well
Yeah.
when he's on stage playing. That's great. And I also just love when Doc Brown opens the door and he's got that big head
Yeah,
thing on. And he's
It's
just like,
fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan, have you
I
seen
love
it?
the bit where I have seen it. I watched it for the first time 3 years ago.
Oh, nice.
I thought you were going to say 3 days
Yeah.
ago.
3 hours ago.
Yeah.
My favourite bit in that film would have been when the dad kind of goes, "That kid looks a lot like the kid you used to hang around with in high school."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
When did we last see him?
Good choice. I'm with you on that.
Very good choice.
Didn't
We all
make my
agree.
list, but
Great
it was
fun.
close. Me now, isn't it?
Yep.
So my
It is.
5th favourite film of all time is a film from 2015. So it's my most recent film, and it is Room, not to be mistaken with The Room by Tommy Wiseau. This
I
is
was going to say.
it's definitely not. That.
You're tearing me apart.
Yeah. My friend messaged me today and was like, "Have you seen the film called The Room?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Me neither. Can we watch it for a shit film night?" And I was like, "Yes." It was Martin.
Of course it was Martin. How
Yeah.
was it not Martin?
Gotta be Martin.
God damn it, Martin.
If you,
Sorry.
Have you seen The Disaster Artist? You have to watch that at the same time.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So Room is a film from 2015 starring Brie Larson and Jacob Tremblay, who is the child from the baseball child in Doctor Sleep. And
Oh yeah.
I take it nobody's seen it.
no, I haven't seen it.
Really?
No.
I feel like I have, but I don't
So
know.
this kid was born. His mum's been kidnapped by this bad man and locked in a room. And while she's in there, she has this child, and he's raised for the first 7 years of his life just in this one room, and he's never left. So his entire universe
right.
is inside this room. So he doesn't know
Okay, no, I
anything of
haven't
the
seen
outside
this.
world whatsoever.
Okay.
And then he escapes, and so it's him trying to come to terms with the fact that there's a world outside the room.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking beautiful. It's
That's a really interesting concept.
Yeah, it is.
You honestly have to see Jacob Tremblay I think he was like 10 when he made it, and it is one of the best acting performances I've ever seen by anybody.
Right.
And
I'll add that to my list.
Definitely
Check
have
it out.
to
Yeah,
Definitely.
we'll definitely have a look at that.
it's beautiful.
100%.
I think I watched it in the cinema. I think I went back a couple of days later and watched it again, and I think I've watched it about 3 or 4 times since, because I just can't. It's one of those films you just can't turn off. I love it so much, and I wasn't expecting it. You know, when you go to the cinema and you have no idea what a film's going to be about,
Mhm.
and I had no idea what this film was, and I just went because it was on my unlimited card, and I just went to watch it.
And
it
that's
changed-
great when
it
that
changed
happens.
everything.
When
it was-
you've got no expectations, and then something totally takes you by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah.
And in a nice, pleasant way, and
Yeah.
you're like, whoa, that was not what I saw coming.
that kid's performance in that film is incredible. Incredible.
I love going to the cinema without knowing what you see.
Yeah.
Like without watching trailers.
Oh,
Anything
if
like
it's
that.
something I expect, I'll like, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But is it like you guys just did your episode on Bigfoot, the man who killed Hitler, and
And the
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
also Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it
I wanna
similar
see
to that, where you're just like not what you
Completely
expected?
not what I was expecting, and that's
Yeah.
a great film.
I need to watch
You
that
do-
film now.
Yeah, you do need to watch it.
That's on. Is it on Netflix or Amazon Prime?
Netflix, obviously.
Someone- Yeah.
Come on,
Netflix.
Has.
Yeah, because their show's about
Oh, shit,
Netflix.
yeah,
God damn it, Has.
I know. I'm sorry.
Fucking noob. But yeah, like, and thank you for all the shout outs in that episode.
Yeah, you did get quite
For
a few. in
people who
that one,
don't
I
know, that's me. I am the person.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why
me.
I'm shit at the game. Great, thanks. You could have given me an easy game, Nick, or
Yeah.
give me the damn answers.
But yeah, definitely go out and watch Room. It's 8.1 on IMDb, so it's quite highly
Ooh,
rated.
that is high.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, yeah, that is good.
It's really good.
Okay. Right, ready for my number
yeah,
5?
go for your number 5.
So this next one is going to cause rage in a great many people. It's The Last Jedi.
Really?
Yes.
I'm with you.
There we go. See, we've got at least one of
I'm
them.
not with you.
Right.
I do not understand why it got so much shit. I think it's brilliant.
There's pluses and minuses to this film, and first of all, from like a cinematic standpoint, the cinematography is fucking great. It's one of the most beautiful. Well, it has some of the most combination of beautiful shots in Star Wars films all together, and there's some really, really good subtext to a lot of the scenes. And I know there's a lot of hard parts to it, and I agree with a lot of people on the points of why it's not that good. Like the bit where Luke fucking swigs milk and looks at the camera is one of the most cringy things I have ever seen in a film, and it gets worse every single time you watch it. But like the throne room scene, like the fight scene, enthralled me in the cinema. When the lightsaber like hits Rey's hand and the music swells to the crescendo, I was shocked, I was amazed, I was excited, and it was one of the most exciting bits of cinema that I'd seen in a long time, as was the last scene of Rogue One with Darth Vader in the corridor. And the main reason it stuck so highly with me is because I didn't expect a lot of what happened in the film.
Okay.
It caught me off guard, and that was enjoyable for me, because you go in thinking you're going to get one thing and you get something else.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it didn't stick to the Star Wars template, did it?
No, and like plus that fucking light speed bit, and then, like, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't make sense with light speed being able to use it as a weapon or whatever. But in IMAX, everyone was left in fucking awe, and I mean, that point of silence, I heard someone drop the popcorn.
Oh no!
It was just like "Puh-puh" on the floor, and yeah, it was great. I fucking like it, and I've got it on Blu-ray, and me and Helen watch it sometimes. Yeah, so there you go. That's number 5 on my
That's
list.
fine.
Nice.
I'll
Hit
let
me with
you know
arguments.
that. I'm not going to argue with you.
It's a Star Wars movie.
Not going
It's
to
fine.
argue.
I'm not going to argue with you. That's fine. You can have it if you want it.
Yeah, I can be wrong if I want.
Absolutely.
No,
You're
I'm sure
allowed
I'll get
your
some
opinions.
messages from this.
You people are going to at you. You know.
Oh, I know, that's fine. Do it.
I tell people to at me all the time. They never do.
Yeah,
I'm
they-
disappointed.
No, they never come at him. No.
No, they're all scared. That's
They're
why.
terrified of you.
Just like I can't be asked for that dude who just gives like shits on things all the time. But yeah, it's a Star Wars movie. It's all right. I don't know much about Star Wars, but I was really surprised about the amount of hatred it got.
Yeah.
Because if you just watch it as a movie instead of being like, oh, I know all the things about this, it's like it's fine. Just chill the
Yeah.
fuck out. It's not real.
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
agree with that.
Yeah. Space Wizards, it's all right.
yeah. I've actually seen that one as well.
Yeah.
So that's good. I've not seen the first 2 films that were the second and third films that were released.
Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
I've not seen those 2.
Empire Strikes Back, a lot of people stand is the best one of them all.
The first one's pretty bad, but we'll leave that.
It's honestly, check out Empire Strikes Back. That is actually a very good film.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is really good.
Even as not a Star Wars film, it's just a good film.
Yeah.
It's just really well made.
I do like seeing Carrie Fisher coked off her face. To be
She's
fair.
great. Yeah.
Just watch anything she's ever been in. Then.
Yeah.
God
Right.
rest her soul.
Absolutely.
God rest her cokey soul.
Yeah.
Right.
Jordan, hit
okay.
your number 4.
Number 4
Okay,
for
so we
me
get to the meat
is
of it now.
Leon.
Oh,
Nice.
Leon the Professional.
Nice.
Nice.
good choice.
That's a Luc Besson film.
I believe it's pronounced Luc Besson.
Besson, Famille.
Famille.
Luc Famille Besson.
Baguette.
Fromage.
We should stop.
Yes. Accent humour.
Accent.
So this film was released in 1994, a year before I was born, because I'm a young'un.
Wow.
And
baby.
it stars Jean Reno, Gary Oldman, and Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman being a young whippersnapper.
Yeah, she
The
must have
youngest
been,
whippersnappist.
She's crazy young in that
Yeah, I
film.
think she's
Like
like
11,
12, 13,
12?
something like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a film about a hitman who basically has to adopt. It's a really well-known film. It's really high up there on IMDb. But if you don't know, it is about a hitman that basically adopts a young girl, And in the original release, or what they were sending to theaters, so they sent it out to a test audience, and there's a scene where Natalie Portman's character asks Leon, who is this like 35, 40-year-old French dude, to basically be a lover. It did not test well.
Oh.
So they cut that out and put it in the director's cut, and it got way better reviews.
Is that actually in the director's cut?
I think I've seen that version somewhere.
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah, it was. To be fair, the time I saw it, that actual version, I thought I just forgot it from the original film. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because they're just in like a restaurant or something, and she's like laughing and drunk on wine and shit, and it's like,
no,
God.
I've seen that version. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the version I've seen.
It's weird. It's where she tells the guy who runs the hotel, like, he's my lover.
Yeah.
And he's just like, what the fuck?
Fuck. Yeah.
And he just throws him out. And it's like, you just throw people out that admit that. What is this? Yeah, amazing
Great film. Gary
Watch
Oldman
it.
in that as the
Everyone!
yeah, he's fucking
I haven't seen it.
outstanding.
What?
How have you not seen that
Just
film?
not- I don't know.
Really?
Just not seen- It's just one of those that's always been there, but I've never seen.
Oh, it's
So
fantastic.
I've written it
Yeah.
down. It's on my list.
Ga-
Not gonna lie.
Gary-
Yeah.
So I can't say anything. What am I saying? That's fine.
Yeah.
No,
That's why I
this is your
admitted it.
moment.
I
This
admitted
is your
it.
moment,
I
Jordan.
admitted it to make you feel
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, really stick it in his face.
Give him some shit.
Wiggle it about in his face.
Look at
watch
all
it.
these film I've seen.
Look at this one film. It's going to get to my list, which I've seen 50%, and then Adam's is like 43 out of 44.
Yeah.
A plus.
Well, there's been a few I haven't
Yeah.
seen so far.
I think it's just disrespectful. You've not seen a film on Jordan's list.
Apologies.
It's embarrassing, if anything. How does that feel, Adam?
I am quite embarrassed by that.
Genuinely
Genuinely
embarrassed and
embarrassed.
pained. Right. There we go. That's my job done.
Cool.
And I'll sit back and listen to the rest.
Yep.
Nick, go for your number 4.
My number 4 is a film from 1995, and it is called Seven.
Oh,
Oh, spicy.
Ooh.
Great film. I just... What's in a box?
What's in the bag?
It's such a good film.
It's
Oh my God.
I love that Kevin Spacey was sort of hidden from the marketing material.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
Complete surprise.
Which probably
Yes,
works
no one
out
knew
quite
who
well
he
for
was.
him in the long run, but...
Yes,
Yeah.
probably has now. Yeah, yeah. It's that the part where he actually walks into the police station and he's just like detective, and they don't answer him. He's like detective. He fucking shouts dead loud.
yeah,
That is that's terrifying.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
he was not advertised at all, was he? He was
No.
You know, I think he is credited in the end credits, but it was
yeah.
very
Yeah,
much
he
kept,
wanted it to
kept
be a
under
complete
wraps.
surprise.
And Brad Pitt's great. It kind of this and the Shawshank Redemption, I think they were like consecutive years.
yeah, there were.
Brought Morgan Freeman back, and it's just
Yeah, he's
it's
fucking ace in it.
it's really well written. It's really tightly plotted.
I haven't
Great,
seen
great
that for
twist.
years. I need to watch that again. I haven't seen it for a long time.
Who was the director again? Was it David Fincher?
Yeah, Fincher.
Yeah, I thought it was.
You know, he's another great director. He's got a great back catalogue, and it's got a couple of shit your pants moments as well.
Yeah,
A couple of good jump scares in there. Yeah, love it. Great film.
like the guy in the bed. That was a pretty
Yeah.
horrible jump scare.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is a film that I watched too young.
Yeah.
me too. I think, to be honest, I know. I
Yeah.
think that's maybe one of the reasons it's left a bit of an impact.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, that's with a lot of our lists. Like a lot of these films, that were, like I said about The Thing and Terminator, and like all these different final. And what else did we say?
I always say RoboCop's a film that no one ever watched when they were old enough to watch it.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, no one ever watched RoboCop when they were above the age of 18
Yeah. Or
for the
Predator.
first time.
I don't think I've watched it
No,
since I was 18
probably not.
either.
No.
Yeah,
I've seen RoboCop in years.
No,
I've
I
never
haven't,
seen
to
a
be
man
fair.
get shot in the dick before. Wow, my life.
Never want to see that again.
Wow, I'm 7 years old.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's like a rites of passage thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was
Is this what being an adult is?
Oh God.
that film was Carrie for me. So I was like 13 the first time I saw that.
Oh, okay. What you
Oh,
saw too
really?
early? Yeah.
Far too early, but changed my life. It's not on my list.
Really?
Spoiler.
I
warning.
haven't seen that one. I just know that she always. Someone says she'll see your dirty pillows.
Yeah, that's her mum.
Yeah, Helen always says it.
I always take that in the same vein as when people talk about marijuana and say the devil's lettuce. I love it.
Yeah.
It's my favourite thing.
Devil's
He's
lettuce.
smoking the devil's lettuce. Like, yes.
Right, me.
So
Is it
good.
me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Number
It's
4.
you.
My number 4 is The Shining.
Yes.
I don't think I need to tell you. We don't need to talk about much about The Shining. We've done a whole episode together on it. Well, three of us have.
We did like an hour and 40 minutes on it.
Three of us have.
And,
Anyway.
that was the film I had to lose off my
I thought
list
it might
because
be,
I knew it would be on
yeah.
yours.
I thought it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything about The Shining is perfect. Literally,
It is.
it is beautiful. It's an amazing
Perfectly
film.
paced, perfectly directed,
Yeah,
and horrible.
and horrible and creepy.
Yeah.
And
All of
everything
the
about
above.
it. Yeah, it's from the year before I was born, and I've loved it since I first seen it.
Old man.
Old
It's an
film.
old man.
That 2 days coming into play.
That film's
Yeah.
40 years old next year.
Nearly 40 years old.
To give you an idea,
No way.
that film is 40 years
No.
old next year, and it
That is a
still
really
stands
good
up.
film.
It still stands up to this day. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. And I know
I'm glad
Jordan's
that you made
seen
me
it.
watch it, Harrison.
I know
Yeah.
Jordan's seen it, even if he didn't show up for the episode that we did with you.
I
know.
was vomiting.
He
I'm
was
sorry.
very ill, to be fair.
That's-
That's the equivalent of doing your homework and then not giving it in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch the film.
It's when the
make some
teacher
notes.
doesn't ask at the end,
Yeah.
and then you're the kid that goes, "Miss, what about the homework?" And everyone's like, "Why?"
Why did you say that?
Oh,
No,
at least you
I'm
turned
so
up today.
gutted about
That's
this.
the main thing.
I've
Yeah.
turned up to my own house.
Yeah, he was so annoyed because he loved your podcast even back then.
Yeah,
He was
I'm
absolutely gutted.
so gutted. It was ridiculous. I was like, I listened to so much. I love it. It's so good.
Oh well, we've made up for it since then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to play the game and everything. I was like so chuffed. I was like literally like I had some on my face. I was like full on grinning. I was like, oh my
He was
god.
loving it. Right, are we ready for my
You're number
four?
four. Yeah, we're nearly
my
an hour
number
and a
four-
half.
I know.
Oh god.
That's fine.
My number 4 is Paul.
Oh, okay.
Paul.
Paul.
Oh,
I took Paul off my list.
I know, and I was going to chop that off my list because I thought it was on yours, and I saw that you'd removed it. So Paul is a movie that I can watch pretty much any time.
It's
It's just a hilarious film. No matter what mood I'm in, even if I'm about to get into bed and it's something you need to chill out before you go to sleep, I can watch it. It's perfect. Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are just as good as always. Seth Rogen's voice as Paul is perfect as well. And I love how many Easter eggs there are in the
You
film.
have genuinely surprised me. I
Really?
did not see this being on your list
Really?
at all.
because it's
Yeah,
rubbish.
I love Paul. Fuck right off.
No, it's a good film. I had it on
Yeah,
my honourable
you,
mentions.
I think you
but-
might need to get in the bin here, Ad, because Paul
Yeah.
is a good film.
I didn't like it. I'm gonna put it out there.
I can see why people don't like it, but yeah, I wouldn't put it in a top 10.
No, it's just feel good, like, and well, it depends on what kind of top 10 you're thinking. We're not talking like best top 10 directed.
Oh no,
We're
not at
talking
all.
about
This is like your personal
impacts
favourite
on
films,
us.
yeah.
This is just a film that I can watch whenever.
So
You are wrong though.
No,
I won't tell you what my
Like-
I won't tell you what my number one is just yet, but that's exactly the reasoning for why my number one's at number one. That's the one
There we
that's
go.
the one I can put on any time, and there you go.
Yeah.
But
To be fair,
that's your happy place.
That's why my number one's. at number
Fair
one
enough,
as well.
mate. Fair enough. You know what? Fair.
Yeah,
Fair
I'm not
mate.
going to judge anybody
I
for what
just
they've got
realised
on
I'd
their
done the
list.
same
That's
thing
Not
Yeah.
what I'm here for. It's not what I do.
He will.
he will.
In private.
Yeah.
Today,
Edit in loads
Haz
of
was an
bullshit.
idiot.
Okay, I think it's Jordan's.
We're going
Your time
to
for
top
number
three.
Top
yeah.
three, yeah.
Top
Nearly
three.
there.
Yeah,
Nearly
top
there.
three. Ooh,
Jordan,
three.
what's your number
I don't
three?
know why I did the spooky voice.
I don't know why it's a ghost.
Was it
Number
Casper?
3 is a film from 2012,
Ooh.
and it's directed by Quentin Tarantino. Can any of you tell me what it is? Haz can see it, so don't you say.
Trying
I
not
think
to.
it's Inglorious Bastards.
It's not.
Oh, was that later?
Bah.
Kill Bill?
No,
No.
2012.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. I don't know at times. No, I can't. I have no idea. Tell me.
It's Django Unchained.
of course it is.
Good film.
That
Great
film,
film.
I watched it twice in the same day. I
Really?
was like,
Really?
I watched it once, and then I watched it again with I think my uncle. I was like, we're watching this again. I'm watching this with you now. And he watched it. He was like, that was all right. I was like, all right.
All right, I've just watched it twice.
Look at you, old bastard. No. But it's genuinely such a good film. It is incredible. Like Jamie Foxx, Leonardo DiCaprio, Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
They're just amazing. The story, the pacing, the characters. Like, bits of it were genuinely sad as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just couldn't like deal with it at points. And it was so over the top violent, which is amazing.
Yeah,
It's just
DiCaprio is intense.
Oh,
it's just
fuck,
like
man,
the bit where he
when Dica-
cuts his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When he loses it in
That's
the
all
dining room.
improv.
I know. Yeah, that wasn't in the script, was it? He smashed the glass by accident.
Yeah, improv.
Oh,
The
really?
fuck.
Yeah.
That is.
And he just carried on with the scene, even though he just fucking lacerated his hand
And
open on the glass.
The woman who's there is just like, oh my god, doesn't know what to do. But yeah, it's such an amazing film. I can't recommend it enough.
You f-
Like,
You threw me a little bit because it feels really fresh, and I didn't realise it was that old. I didn't realise it was like 7 years
yeah,
old.
I know. I
Yeah,
thought that
it's
with a
insane.
few of these films. Like, what was the other one I thought it was? The Intouchables. I remember. I feel like that was like a couple of months ago, maybe a year or two. But no,
Yeah.
2011. Insane.
I just had it with Room as well. I didn't realise that was 2015. That's like nearly 5 years old.
I know, it's insane, isn't it?
Crazy. Time
Time flies.
mental. Good choice. No, I'll give you that one. No issue with
Thank you.
that. Nick, what's your number 3?
We've already talked about this film. My number 3 is The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best one.
It's the best Star Wars.
It is, yeah.
I don't know what more we want to say. We've already talked about it. Yeah,
I want to know what makes it the best, though.
I love the end. So I love the cliffhanger at the end. You know.
Okay.
And
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't seen it.
I'm joking. Go for it.
I mean, it's only 39 years old. So if you've not seen it, then
Yeah.
I love the cliffhanger at the end. I love it when Han Solo gets frozen, and then it sort of ends on that ray of
Butterfly just landed on his leg.
ray of hope when when Chewbacca and Lando are setting off to go rescue him, and
Yeah, it ends on a very heroes losing
yes,
tone.
exactly.
It's the first time that really happened in major cinema as
It
well,
is,
isn't
yeah,
it?
because in the first one, it's all very like, oh, it's kind of happy, and at least Obi-Wan Kenobi got chopped in half and turned into a dressing gown, but it ended you with the Death Star being blown up, that kind of thing. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen A New Hope, but you should have done by now. So yeah, after that, it was such a, I don't want to say a downer because it's still a great film, but yeah, it's very like low tone.
I think that's what you call a calculated risk. They were pretty sure the people were going to come back for the third one. So after the first one, actually, some of the performances in that are quite underrated. Actually, from the 3 leads, it's it's awesome.
Yeah,
But
Mark Hamill's definitely better in that one.
Yeah. I think he was definitely learning on the job, wasn't he, through those first couple of movies.
Yeah. Gotta get myself some power converters.
I think you'll find the
But
best
it's
Star Wars
everything
is
about
Jar Jar
that movie.
Binks.
You know, it's the score. It's really evocative to me. Again, it's a bit of a childhood one, isn't it? So yeah, top 3 easily.
Good choice.
Sweet.
My number 3 is the reason that I love films, and it is Jurassic Park from 1993.
Ooh, okay.
I remember vividly the very first time I watched Jurassic Park, and I was in the cinema, and I remember thinking, "Oh, so movies are my thing," because
This is me from now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. This is me from now. I remember all the marketing around it. I had every little bit of merch you can think of. I think I even had the lunchbox and everything when I was a kid.
I had the lunchbox and I had the toy car as well
Yeah.
with Sam Neill that fired a rocket off.
That very first,
Oh wow!
Yeah.
that very first scene where you see the first dinosaurs, just still to this day blows my mind.
Yeah.
It still holds up now, like what 27 years later. It's just
Is that how old it is?
yeah,
27 years?
1993. So what's that? 20
Wow.
yeah, ish.
Yeah,
26, nearly 27.
Yeah, because I was 2. Yeah.
I was minus. No.
But yeah, it's the reason that I fell in love with films, and it's the reason I've watched films every day since, pretty much.
So you would have been like 12, so that's
Yeah.
prime age.
Yeah, it was.
Properly,
It
you
got
were
me
right
right
in
at
the
the time.
catchment for
Yeah.
that, weren't you? So
Yeah.
It is dinosaur obsessed
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
That is an amazing choice.
It's a great film.
I have no issue with
I
any of the
nearly
sequels.
added it to
either.
mine.
I have no issue.
whoa! Let's not get too hasty.
I was about
The-
to say Jurassic World fucking Fallen Shitty Kingdom, whatever it's called. That's a pretty bad one.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
not
the dinosaur
great.
at the end
there's-
on the pier the same as the first one?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was confirmed it's the same dino.
Oh, I don't know.
What's that
That's like when
type of dinosaur called?
That's like when
The
Jaws
Diplodocus.
comes back.
What? Sorry,
That's
It's
like
called
when
a what?
Jaws comes back, or the mother of Jaws, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's the same dinosaur. The really tall one from the first one.
Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Brachiosaurus. sorry.
Brachiosaurus. It's the same one in the end of that film that's like dies.
Really? Why would they let you know that?
I know that seems like such
killing
a
me
dick
here,
move.
George.
You know that thing you know and love.
Yeah.
It's
Bye.
dead now.
Yeah.
That's the death of the franchise. That's what. Everything
the
from
flip.
now on is going to be garbage. They've killed their franchise.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I thought the scripts in the last two were fucking atrocious.
The last one is particularly bad.
Yeah, I thought the other one was worse.
Did you
I
really?
actually didn't
I didn't mind that
Yeah.
one. I did not enjoy the last one as much. But
The laser guided dinosaur was stupid.
yeah.
For me, to be honest, it
What?
feels like they just remade the first one 4 times.
Yeah.
No,
Personally,
I think the second Jurassic Park holds up. I think.
And
Right.
again, CGI and all over shit.
Yeah. But no,
Right, guys, let's agree that dinosaurs are a bad idea after the first try. No problem.
Yeah.
You guys fancy making some dinosaurs? Jim, are you all right?
Yeah. This is the 4th time we've made dinosaurs.
no,
I
but
don't know, best 4 out of how many?
Yeah.
4 out of 10?
They killed everyone.
no, Jurassic Park holds up. It's brilliant.
It does.
It's almost perfect.
A very low rated film for Samuel Jackson, who dies off screen. And I only just realised this year that is his severed arm.
Oh yeah.
I never even made that
No,
link.
no.
How have you not made that link? But I have.
I don't know. I thought I would have noticed it's a black guy's arm, but apparently I didn't.
Point. I've probably heard it somewhere.
I mean, it's like in Terminator 2 when the black guy turns into a white guy.
Yeah. Yeah, point, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind. You can have that.
Thank you.
Go for it.
Solid choice.
Go for it. Has
No argument.
My next one actually is Terminator 2. Look at that segue.
good segue.
Yeah, that wasn't even
seamless.
intentional. It is. When you edit it that way.
Put
Anyway.
a really hard cut in.
Yeah. So Terminator 2 is a film that I've watched. Are you all right, Jordan? You
Yeah.
just punched the microphone.
Yeah, no, sorry.
It's a film that I've seen way too many times. I watched way too young, and I was fascinated with seeing the Liquid Terminator like morph and change into different things. And like when he's in the floor and chase John Connor with his relentless face, and he just never blinks. He's so scary.
Yeah.
Like he practiced to shoot his gun without blinking.
Wow.
Oh, God.
That's crazy.
If you watch him, he doesn't blink when he shoots his gun.
That's got to be so difficult.
Yeah. So when he's a close up of him shooting his pistol when him and Arnold like they first come to each other in the corridor and
Yeah.
he grabs John Connor and he says get down. He shoots him in the back load and he's just not blinking. He unloads a whole fucking mag of a pistol and doesn't blink.
Got to
Oh,
admire that
That's
commitment.
insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, it's amazing. And even when he runs as well, he doesn't breathe.
Have you guys fired guns before?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
They're
It's
loud.
so difficult not to, like, it's terrifying
Yeah, to not
if you've
panic.
never done it before.
Yeah.
But, like, that guy must put hours into it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It was that, the running, and what else did he do? Oh, when he was actually learning to do the run, he actually caught John Connor on the motorbike for the first 3 takes, apparently.
Oh really?
He was that fast running. He caught him
up.
loads of times. Yeah, he's just really fucking fast, apparently, even in those little police shoes. And it's one of those films that everything is done perfectly, and it's a great story, and it's fucking emotional, even though it's like a sci-fi action. And I stand by that it's pretty much the only movie you can ever cry with your dad to. That bit at the end, fucking the thumbs up in the fucking lava.
That sounded like the Wii, like, bowling.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, yeah. It's just an amazing, amazing film.
Yep.
Everything about it's amazing, and like obviously people know by now I fucking like visual effects because I've said it in every film I've mentioned. But it was a film that they worked out how to do the visual effects while they were making the film.
Oh really?
Like it hadn't been done. Yeah, James Cameron fucking poured money and money and money and buckets of money into working out how to do the T-1000.
That's James Cameron.
And it is, yeah. And there's still some shots that I don't know how they did. Because there's one where it's right at the end when they're in the steel mill, and the T-800 comes up behind the T-1000, and he hits him down the body with like a metal bar, and he splits him in 2. But you see it from the front, and it is Robert Patrick, and his arm slides all the way off, like right down to his waist, and then he grabs hold of it and pulls it back on,
That's pretty impressive.
and then turns round and kicks Arnold. And I had no idea how they did it.
The amount of money they poured into it, they probably could have made that
Yeah.
Terminator
Yeah, yeah.
and then done that. Yeah. Why are we making all these props? Can't we just build one? He's like,
Real
oh
Terminator.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's what he's
the
doing
script,
now.
right?
He's trying to build an avatar.
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
what, 10 years into making that film. Now?
Avatar waifu, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Excellent.
Big blue. fucking.
What?
I said something horrendous. Carry on.
Say it. Say something
No.
horrendous. Offend their viewers. Do it,
was
Harrison.
something about a big blue vagina.
Papa Smurf. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Jordan, go for your
my
number 2.
I'm gonna go for a number 2. Be right back.
Big solid number 2.
My number 2 film is 28 Days Later.
Good choice. Great film.
Nice.
2003, Danny Boyle and Cillian Murphy, now really famous for Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders.
And it's really brave of a movie to introduce a main character with his knob out.
Yeah.
Really brave.
Really brave.
Unless you're Ewan McGregor.
Like-
that just happens in every film.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, ignore that. That's fine. It's Ewan McGregor. Ewan McPenis, as we call him. But it's...
I was said Ewan McJebber.
That would be so much better. Cut it in.
I will.
So Christopher Eccleston's also in this film, who I think,
Yeah.
was he at the time, or was it after this, where he was Doctor Who?
After this, yeah.
After this, right. But yeah, it's weird seeing Christopher Eccleston in stuff, because he just wasn't in much that I remember watching, but I don't know if he was in a lot of stuff that was more kind of, it's just 2003, I was 8 years old.
He was in Shallow Grave with Ewan McGregor.
Hannah's here.
Hey, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
I know.
Yeah, sorry, she's
She's
seen
smiling at the
blanket.
burrito blanket.
The blanket, yeah. But there's a point in this film which I never picked up on this, and I've read the trivia and I was like, no way, and I checked and it's true. There's a point where the characters say that there's no electricity anywhere, but when they go into a supermarket to get all the food, all the lights are like really clearly on. Like,
Oh,
do you know
shit.
those like filament lights that
Yeah.
are just like that specific colour? All of them are on.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Wow.
I just
Fuck,
never
how did
noticed
they
that.
miss that in the script?
I have no idea.
Movie
I was
geeks.
watching it, but to be fair, I missed it, and I really love that
And
film.
it was the continuity guy's day off. Like, I bet he was ill that day.
Yeah. I know what we can do. Just light an entire fucking building. Why didn't we think about this with the other scenes?
Weird. Yeah, there's a horrendous scene in that where the guy gets his eyes pushed into his
Oh,
head.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That stuck with me when I was young, real bad.
Yeah, that's grim.
Yeah. It's the bit as well where the army guys are getting the girls to dress up because they've not seen a woman in it. Horrible things are going to happen, basically.
Mhm.
And Naomi, I forgot her name. Is it Naomi? No, Naomi's the name of the actress, sorry. Naomi's character gives the girl, like the younger girl, 2 loads of drugs to just make her not remember.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is horrible. On a rewatch, because I watched it young, I just didn't understand. I was like, oh, it's a zombie film. But yeah, it tackles some really heavy situations, that film.
I don't even remember that bit.
Do you not? No, because like when Jim tries to get them out, she's like stumbling. He's like, what's going on with her? Like, what's wrong with her? And
Yeah.
she's just like, yeah. Trying to explain. It's
Ugh.
like, oh my God, that's horrible.
So they actually do get sexually assaulted.
No, he manages to sort it. Jim goes full on insane in
Right,
that scene.
right.
There's a picture of him where he's like stick thin and like has something to beat some guy down, and it looks terrifying.
Right.
Yeah, it's such a good film though. If you've not seen it, watch
Definitely
Yeah,
watch
it's
it.
intense.
Yeah, it's a great film.
It's kind of responsible for the resurgence of the zombie genre.
Oh, definitely. And this was one of the biggest British films as well. in a
Yeah,
long time.
definitely.
it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the soundtrack as well. Like,
Oh, In This House in a Heartbeat.
yes,
That's amazing.
that sticks with you once you've seen
Yeah.
that film. You'll have
I
it in
had
your head
that
for days.
on my phone for a bit.
Same.
And then-
MP3s.
Yeah, on MP3 player. And I listened to it, and then I was like, it's too paranoid to listen to this walking
Oh
home.
yeah. So good. Like the
Yeah.
amount of shots of London they've got where it's just barren as well.
Yeah, they must have paid a lot of money to derelict those streets out.
I think a lot of the money he used for that was just stuff he earned. Like he paid for it out of his own money, getting a lot of the
Really?
locations.
Wow.
Insane that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Very good.
Mhm.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Nick, what's your number 2?
So my number 2 is from 1975, and
Wow.
it is Jack Nicholson's best performance. It is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Beautiful film. Good choice.
It's sad, it's uplifting, and it's got a hell of a twist at the end as well. It's absolutely incredible film.
Yeah.
Did you know, I've got my good fact about this. It's one of only 3 films that's won the big 5 Oscars in the same year. So best movie, best director, best actor, best actress, and best screenplay.
No
Wow.
way.
Oh, wow.
No way.
That's crazy. I
I
didn't
had
know
no
that.
idea.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't before I did a
Strong
bit of,
facts, Nick.
So
Yeah, this is actually one I haven't seen. I
I've
haven't
not seen it.
really,
Really?
I'm not shocked.
that's
Yeah.
have you seen it? Ad?
I've
Yeah, I've
seen.
seen
Yeah.
I've seen it was on TV once, and I saw a little bit in the middle, and I was like, I don't want to watch it now because I've not seen the start,
Yeah.
and it won't make an impact, so I'd rather watch it. another point, but I've just never got round to watching it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
I'm not even aware of it.
It is
like I've
it's
heard the
fantastic.
name.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant film.
I'll definitely give it a watch.
And I've just realised.
And Christopher Lloyd, too.
Yeah, I've just realised looking at my list that Christopher Lloyd's in 2 of my top 5 films, which is really random. But so it was Michael Douglas put it together. He produced it. So because Kirk Douglas had the rights, so then realised he was too old to play McMurphy, who was Nicholson's character. So he sold it to Michael Douglas, and he put it all together. Put his mates in it. Put Danny DeVito in it. Christopher Lloyd, Jack Nicholson.
I love Danny DeVito.
Kirk Douglas has just turned 103, hasn't he?
I was just going to say, I love that Kirk Douglas was too old even like 41 years ago. He turned 103 like a couple of days ago.
But it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It's a brilliant
Definitely
film.
on my list to
Go and
watch.
it. Okay, that leads me to my number 2, which is a film from 1999, and it is Fight Club.
Hey, we don't talk about it.
That's it. We've got to move on now.
Moving on.
Moving on.
I remember you lent me your copy of Fight Club.
Did I?
Yeah,
Was it?
and I watched it, and then I've not stopped watching it ever since. I think I've watched Fight Club more than any other film ever. And
I think you should give it back to Nick. I think he bought that.
Fuck Nick. No, it's
And speaking of which, our other friend Mike still got my Shaun of the Dead.
that's
Bastard.
got to be 15 years ago.
Probably. He may as well
Wow.
keep it.
He's going to get a phone call. Like, some guy I've met once has reminded me,
Yeah.
you've still got my copy of Shaun of the Dead.
Bastard. Yeah.
He's 24. He's from Manchester. Like, what?
You've had his copy of Shaun of the Dead since this guy was 9.
Wow.
No, it's brilliant. It's Brad Pitt again. Amazing performance by Brad Pitt. Amazing performance by Ed Norton, and an amazing performance by Meatloaf and Helena Bonham Carter.
Is Brad Pitt bad?
Bad
Bad
prick.
Pitt. Is Brad Pitt underrated as an
Bad
actor?
prick.
It may be.
Because he's got some great performances in his locker, hasn't he?
Yeah, it may be.
I think one of his best was actually Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an amazing film.
It's a
really
great
was.
film.
That should be on my top 10, actually.
Yeah. However, did not rate Ad Astra.
I've not seen that.
I
not
liked
seen
Ad
that.
Astra.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Even as someone who loved sci-fi, I found it plodding along in plot. There was too much they were trying to do, and they didn't concentrate on any of
It
it.
tried too hard to be Gravity, but it wasn't really good.
Gravity in 2001, it tried to be those
Yeah.
two, and wasn't either of them.
The bit with the monkeys came out of nowhere. Did not expect that.
Yeah, that did fucking scare me though. It's like, fucking
Yeah.
jumps towards the camera. I was like, shit.
But yeah,
Sorry. Back onto your Fight Club.
Fight Club is another David Fincher film as well. and
Yeah.
It is.
It's just beautiful.
it's
Everything
a
about
great
Fight
film.
Club is brilliant, and it's 20
Mhm.
years old this year. Mad.
Wow, is it?
Jesus.
Mad.
This so far, all this episode has done is just made me feel
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Imagine how it's made me feel.
Yeah,
Jordan, have you seen Fight
Nick's
Club?
not affected, apparently.
yeah. Nick's not affected with those 2 days. He's
Yeah.
got a buffer of 2 days.
Yeah, it'll hit me on. It'll hit me on Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Jordan, have you seen Fight Club?
Yes.
Good man.
Nice.
Yeah. There we go. Success.
Harrison, what's your number
I
2?
really, my number 2 is Christopher Nolan's Interstellar.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah.
Really good film.
If 2001, A Space Odyssey is a call, then I feel like this film is an answer to it.
Oh, nice.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
No, it's
Let you down.
Not seen it.
No, you've not seen it. I know.
Let me
No.
play the role of
It's on the
Jordan
list.
here. I have also not seen it.
Really? Wow.
What? How have you not seen it? I expected it of him.
Don't you talk to me or my son ever again.
No, it's a fucking brilliant. Everything about it is done amazingly. The journey through space is epic, and Matthew McConaughey plays like. I'm not going to give any plot things away because I want me and Jordan to watch it at some
Yeah.
point.
All right, all
Adam,
right, all right.
You and him should watch it also.
Let's all watch it
it's-
live somewhere.
Yeah, we'll all do it. Matthew McConaughey plays a troubled father who's like, he's trying to save his kids. That's at the end of the day,
Yeah.
that's what he's trying to do. And in order to save his kids, he has to leave Earth because he was a NASA pilot, and they have the chance of furthering humans on a different planet.
Oh, right. I thought you were like, to save his kids, he has to leave. He's radioactive.
He's radioactive.
Something like that. I was like,
He's
what
very
kind of
sharp.
story is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sharp man. Those jawbones and collarbones.
So he has to leave, and it's just about this journey through space to these other planets, and everything about it is masterfully done.
Yeah.
I can't find a fault with it, really. There's one line where it's like about love connecting through dimensions, and that's a bit like, okay. But Hans Zimmer's fucking soundtrack just blows over that for me. It's one of the most amazing soundtracks I've ever heard. And I saw it live in Liverpool. I went to see Hans Zimmer performing all of his soundtracks. And I'm not even ashamed to say I fucking teared up.
Ah,
It was beautiful.
It is a great film. It is a great film.
It is.
Fair.
Yeah. And the bigger screen you can watch it on, the better.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'll give it a go
Yeah.
at some point.
Same.
I missed it. That's one film I didn't see at the cinema. I missed it at the cinema. I watched it at home, and it's still my second top film.
Is this something where we're going to have a bottom of the stream Grief Burrito like movie night?
We might have
Let's
to
do it. I'm up for well
Got
up
to
for
find
that.
common ground and
Yeah.
meet there.
We got to meet there, or we could do like a Discord hangout.
I will just meet up somewhere.
It's
It's
not the
that
same.
far. It's only a
It's
couple
not.
of
I'd
hours.
like to meet up.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
get really drunk and then, yeah, I don't know.
Well, we were trying to get that showing of it at the View, weren't we?
Yeah.
I have had a reply from them about it, so they're trying to get the reel.
Well, if you do
that'd
that,
be good.
we'll definitely
yeah,
come up.
yeah, we'll definitely be up for
Yeah, I'm trying to set up like a podcasters meeting. I think I tagged,
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
put you in the group, didn't I? Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
definitely.
be really good.
that. Awesome.
That'd be
There you go.
awesome.
That's my number 2.
Watch Interstellar, get levered. Great.
Yeah, cry a bit.
Wait, what?
It's okay, I'll cry. Just
Is that
leave,
while-
leave Harrison over there?
Is
he's
that while
crying.
just drunk? It's like, just leave him in the corner. He's fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
It's okay. Give him the burrito blanket.
He's all right. All right.
We got so
all
drunk we
right.
forgot to watch the film and Harrison cried.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
So who's
that
next?
brings us to number ones. Now,
Oh, it
Does-
is.
I think I know what Nick's is. Well, I'm pretty sure I know what Nick's is. I'm pretty sure I know what Harrison's is, but I have no idea what Jordan's is going to be.
Ooh, I'm gonna catch you off guard. I think.
you are.
So this film is from 2014,
Ooh.
and I love this like so much. I can watch it whenever. I love showing it to people as well because it's just like the first time they see it, they don't know what to expect. It's What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
nice.
Yeah, great film.
Every time someone sees it for the first time, they love it, and I love being the person who's like, "Watch this, it's fine, you'll love it, trust me."
Trust me, it's
As
good.
soon as they get past the first like 10 minutes of not knowing what's going on, it is so good. And there's also an amazing TV show starring Matt Berry
Yeah.
of
Who
IT
you
Grad
also
Frame.
love.
I love him; he's amazing. But it's the fact that the TV show and the movie are both amazing. There's like nothing wrong with either of them.
I have
It's
got
Jermaine.
the TV show recorded, but I've not got round to it yet. So is it as good as the movie? Are we sort of on a similar level?
It takes a bit to get going, but I like that build up.
Mhm.
I just love Matt Berry's character the most because he's just fucking great. But everything about it is just like the TV show is really funny and has its own moments that stand alone. And you'll see some familiar faces, maybe. It depends
Awesome.
if you keep your eye open. And yeah, the actors in What We Do in the Shadows, mainly Jermaine Clement and Rhys Darby, that you may recognise. The other ones are a little less known, but yeah, amazing.
Great.
Love it.
It's
Little
great
New- that's the second New Zealand film on this list,
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah,
they're doing well for us. Yeah, they're batting above average for a small country.
Yeah, these English people really love New Zealand films.
I'm
bit
a
with
massive
Rhys
fan of.
Darby with the group
I'm a
of,
massive fan of the
uh,
Concords. Been to see them live a couple of
Oh,
Yeah,
I
times.
love it.
great.
Same here.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's business.
Yeah, business sucks.
Oh, it's so good.
Good choice. You're allowed that as your number one.
Yes,
You're allowed.
You're allowed it. Nicholas.
you win.
Nicholas, what is your number one?
So my number one is from 1998, and it is The Big Lebowski.
Oh wow! I didn't expect that for number one.
How
Very
did you
cool.
not expect that?
I don't know.
And
Just didn't.
If you knew,
I know you love it.
If you knew Nick as long as I did, you would definitely know that.
I've already said
Yeah,
why.
it is
That
a great
that
movie.
is my stick it on any time, or if it's on, I'm watching it to the end. It's endlessly quotable, and that sort of stems back from again going through uni, and just it's one of the films I've seen the most over and over, and it's just so rewatchable, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It's brilliant.
It's got a lot of fucks in it as well.
It does. Yeah. I actually only watched it for the first time last year.
So interestingly,
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember the first couple of times I saw it, I didn't particularly like it, and it was definitely a grower.
Really?
Yeah.
Not so much a shower, definitely a
Just
grower.
a grower.
But yeah, that is it. It is my one go-to, time and time again.
Yeah.
Love it.
How many times have you seen that
Oh, I
film?
don't know.
I think I've watched it with you about 4 times.
Probably.
So.
You just got to remember that rug really tied the room together.
Yeah.
Nice marmot.
Have you seen it, Jordan?
I have seen it.
Excellent.
Ding, ding,
Tick that
ding.
list.
That brings me to my number one.
Mm.
And my number one, to the surprise of nobody, is, if anybody's been keeping track, is a Stephen King film. And it is Stand By Me.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's
Yeah, it's a great film.
Amazing film. It's definitely the film I've watched more than any. I reckon I've watched this over 30 times. And I love every single thing about it. It is perfect. It was definitely a 10 out of 10 film. The casting's amazing. All the kids in it are brilliant. It's like a who's who of 80s child actors. It's brilliant.
I need to watch it again. I've not seen it in so
Definitely
long.
need to watch it. It's Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, Kiefer Sutherland. It's just amazing.
Richard Dreyfuss, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Great cast.
it's the best adaptation of any of Stephen King's works, and it's just brilliant.
My wife had never seen it, and we watched it. It must have been about a year or so ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, the first time she'd ever seen it, she absolutely loved it.
I remember watching the first time I ever watched it. I just cried all the way through it, especially at the end. The ending is just oh my god! Especially with how poignant it became. I don't want to give the ending away, but River Phoenix isn't with us anymore, and it became very poignant from that. And it's just the short story is really good as well. It's a Stephen King short story called The Body that it's based on, and it's not very long.
Yeah, because they find a body on a train track.
Yeah, they've heard that this kid's been run over by a train, and they try and go and find the body, and it's their story of this adventure through the wilderness to try and find it. And these 4 kids, it's their bonding session really of their childhood. It's beautiful. It's an amazing film. It's making me tear up thinking about it.
Oh, it's
I've
okay,
never
man.
seen it. I need to see that. That
Yeah,
sounds amazing.
Definitely
Maybe we
need
should
to
do
see
a movie
it.
night
It's
with that.
brilliant.
Right.
The short story
definitely
is
see it.
really short as well. It is. You could probably read it in one sitting, so get on that as well.
You think I can read?
It's
I'll definitely
it's
give that
Rob
a watch.
Reiner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Directed it. So again, he just had an awesome run in the 80s. So he did like Spinal Tap as well, which
Yeah.
was just outside my list.
Yeah,
And yeah, Stand By Me is awesome.
it's perfect.
Good choice.
It's a perfect film from start to finish. There's nothing bad about Stand By Me. There we go. That's my number one.
Amazing.
Finally,
And,
Harrison
me,
is
right?
your number
I know.
one to reveal.
I know what this is.
do you
I know
want to tell me
is
what
as
it
well.
is, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Do you want to all say it on 3? 1, 2, 3.
2001.
2001, Space Odyssey.
It is a fucking deed. Yeah. As far as films go, this was probably one of the first that made a huge impact on me. And I've said it before. I watched it alone at about 11 p.m, so it had my undivided attention. And it finished about 3 in the morning and left me being like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I had to Google it, and it was like the sun was coming up by the end of it. It's just, I don't know. It's such a weird adventure through space. Like me and Jordan watched the first half on Sunday.
Yes,
And
and then
After the actual intermission, the film has.
I didn't know the film had an intermission, so as soon as the intermission hit, I was like, "Oh, we'll stop it there then. We'll pick it up on pick it up on Monday or Tuesday or something." Yeah.
So we carried it on tonight, and it's just, I don't know why. It's
very much your kind of film. From what I
Yeah.
know of you, it is what I'd say is definitely your film.
long and boring,
It's not
just like
it's-
you.
It's interesting, and there's a lot going on. So there's a lot of finer details you can look into. So
Mhm.
any question I had for you was either met with "it's because of this," or was, "Oh, I've not picked up on that. Why do you think that?"
Yeah.
So you always want more information about it, which is really like. So seeing someone that engrossed with something is always interesting anyway.
Yeah.
Just because it's good to see the passion about the film.
Mhm. It just seems like every time I've watched it, I've always found that there's more layers to it, and there's more things. Like with The Shining, when we spoke about that, guys.
Yeah.
There's so many things you pick up on
Yes,
of like other little
Different
subtle
layers.
things to other. Yeah. And I guess that's just Kubrick in what he does. He always has all these different things going on. That was why The Shining was going to be in my list, and why this one had to stay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And that's me. That's my
is
number
it
one.
true? I don't know if it's true or not. That it was the first time humans ever saw the Earth from space. Was in that film
Yes, that film was made
before we ever went into space.
people had actually. Yeah, so they didn't know what the Earth looked like from space. And the guy got it pretty much
Yeah.
spot on. And Kubrick took out an insurance policy in case when we went to the moon in '69, they actually found evidence of aliens or some kind of monolith. because then the film would just be played down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it was a really good film, to be fair. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but yeah, seeing it for the first time when I'm 24,
Yeah.
it was definitely a surprise.
No, with your reaction to how much you didn't like Alien, I was worried.
I fucking hated Alien. Alien's such a shit film.
I don't like Alien either. I'm with you.
Aliens is
Yeah.
great. Alien is so fucking boring.
Where do you stand
it's
on
a
Alien
slog.
3?
Agree with you.
I've not seen Alien 3.
Have you guys seen Alien 3?
I haven't, but
Yeah.
a long time ago.
I've seen Alien versus Predator.
That's not good. Which version of Alien 3 did you see? Did you see the original or the director's
Couldn't
cut?
tell
I
you.
think I've seen both, but not for a long time.
The director's cut is way better.
Well,
I must say.
it was Fincher again, wasn't it? It was his first.
It was.
his first big Hollywood film, and he got yeah,
Got his name took
got,
off it.
Got taken off. It's there's some. Oh, we're going off piste a bit here, but there's some really interesting stuff
Sorry,
about.
we're only 2 hours in. Don't worry about going.
There's some really interesting stuff about Alien 3 in the background. Like he wanted, some of the pre-production stuff where they wanted a complete wooden planet and stuff, and it just never got past the drawing board because the studio wouldn't back it.
Yeah, there are some great behind-the-scenes stuff on it. Yeah, I think I've seen the same thing that you've probably watched.
Excellent. So that's our top 10 lists. Is anybody surprised by their list? Is there something on there that you think are surprised that this isn't on there, or have you come up with anything that you've forgotten? See, I'm quite surprised.
I'm
that I
trying
haven't
not
got
to
any more
think about
slasher
it so I
films.
don't get annoyed.
I love things like Freddy vs. Jason and that sort of thing.
Oh, Freddy vs.
And
Jason.
No,
Oh
Friday
my
the
god.
13th, Halloween. I love the Halloween films, but they didn't make my top 10. I love Alfred Hitchcock, but none of his films made my top 10. That sort of thing surprises me. And I didn't know if
I've not seen enough of his films. I really want to watch more.
Yeah.
you watch
Yeah, I've seen Psycho.
Rear Window, that's his best.
I like Vertigo.
Vertigo's a great film, but Rear Window is
Yeah, I
his
haven't seen either
absolute
of those.
best. Definitely watch that. If you're going to watch a Hitchcock film, watch Rear Window.
You're a fan of the birds?
I love the birds, actually, and
Surprisingly.
yeah, really surprisingly. When that seagull dives bombs her head, makes me shiver just thinking about it.
What about Birdemic?
Oh my god.
I have not seen Birdemic.
fucking film.
It does sound right up my streets, though.
Baby.
Yeah.
Check that out and
No.
check out a film called The Incredible Bulk.
The Incredible Bulk. That sounds awesome. I
Yes.
will definitely check them both out.
Actually, no. If I can find it, I'll buy it you for Christmas and send it to you. And please do an episode on
Okay,
it.
deal. We will. We'll do a special.
Okay.
No. Okay, so are there any others you guys have regret not having, or like honourable mentions?
Jumanji's my big one. I can't believe I've forgotten Jumanji.
I'm
It's
surprised
one of
that
my
wasn't in
favourite
there
films.
because you've always
Yeah.
banged on about Jumanji. You've beaten that drum,
Yeah, I
that
have.
jungle drum.
Yeah.
I think I'm going for my honourable mentions very quickly are In Bruges, Green Room, Her, Happy Gilmore, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and Little Nicky.
Good. That's
All
a
great
great list.
films.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore was just that was in consideration for me. I think the main one that
Yeah.
I was torn between, but you picked it up, Jordan, so I'm okay with that. Was Pulp Fiction. That was really close to going
Yeah.
on for me.
It needs to be on there
Yeah.
somewhere, doesn't it?
The only other one I had, which I've got written down on my notes, but I just couldn't put it on there, was Transformers the movie from the 80s, the cartoon version.
Oh, right.
Thought you were going to go Michael Bay.
That was so sad when Optimus
I
Prime
know.
Yeah,
dies.
terrifying.
Spoilers.
He dies in every fucking
40
film
years
now.
old.
Point, no.
Yeah. I have one actually that I didn't say that because I don't really have any comedies on there other than Paul, and it's I Love You Man, because every list needs a fucking Paul Rudd
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's a saint.
Crazy Stupid Love's really good
Yeah.
as well.
He is. What is?
Crazy Stupid Love. I just remembered
I've
that
not seen
film.
it.
That's
Have
an
I ever seen
amazing film. Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell.
Yes. No.
And
Sorry,
Emma
I have
Stone.
seen that. Yeah. I have
We
seen
can't
that
get into Paul Rudd now. We're over 2 hours in.
one. Yeah.
5 hours later. Listen here.
I can order you a copy of The Amazing Bulk, but it's got to come all the way from Shredsville in Kentucky.
Oh, nice.
That is the only one available.
Shredsville.
Shredsville, Kentucky. Amazing.
That
Yeah.
sounds like where Spinal Tap would be
It
from.
does, doesn't
yeah.
it?
It does.
Gonna take you to Shredsville, boy.
Shredsville, where's that? Kentucky.
Kentucky.
That makes sense.
Close enough.
The only other one I had that was almost made my list, but I thought I'd get berated for it, is Sharknado.
Yeah, I mean that's it knows what it is.
Yeah, it's not in my top 10, but I do love that film, and
yeah,
it's another one where all of the sequels are brilliant as well.
because they got more and more insane. as they
completely,
went
yeah.
along.
Tara Reid ended up as this like crazy robot flying robot woman towards the end. It was brilliant.
Really? See, I've seen the first one, I think, and then I've seen like the third one where they come back. He like comes through the atmosphere inside a shark back from space
I
or
love
something.
it. I love. They're just so.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they are and they stick to their own rules, and that's always
I've
Nick's
seen
film.
Ghost Shark.
Ghost Shark's a great film.
Ghost
Yeah,
Shark
I've seen
was
Ghost
okay.
Shark, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it in the water or is it out of the water?
He can travel between puddles.
any
I think
sort
you'll
of
know.
water.
You'll,
Oh
you'll
wow!
any form of
Okay, I
water.
think you just gave me a big spoiler there.
Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry.
I would like to have experienced the puddle shark.
First hand.
Right.
Oh God, it's so scary.
I think that brings us to almost an end, doesn't it?
I think so.
It is,
Do
yeah.
you guys want to say what you do and who you are?
Yeah.
I'm
Plug
Harrison.
away. Plug away.
Do some
I'm
plugging.
Jordan.
Yeah, we're the Grief Burrito podcast, and we're a comedy, gaming, and a movie podcast who occasionally have a spooky episode every month, don't we?
Yeah, and we try to have a guest every month as well.
Yep.
The comedy hopefully transferred into this
Yeah,
episode.
hopefully.
If not, I promise we're comedic.
We are hilarious, yeah. So the episode this week for the Christmas one will have been
Krampus?
The Krampus. Yes.
So I
Yeah,
voted
Yes,
for.
that's going to be.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
Yes.
You got an early leak for it because no one else knows.
Excellent. I'll look forward to that.
Yeah, should be good fun.
Making announcements on other people's podcasts.
Again.
Yes.
We've got a bit of an announcement to
Thank
make
you
as
so
well.
much for having us.
Ooh, tell
So,
us.
as of January the 1st next year, you will be able to join us on Patreon.
Amazing.
Yes, we've decided to see if we can make some money out of this shit. So
You got to try. You got to do it.
I'm straight on there.
yeah, so
Let me know. Send me a link as soon as it goes
we've
live.
come up with some interesting tiers, we think, and we think we've got some plans. So we're going to do that.
Yeah. Listen out for
Awesome.
details soon.
Yeah, we will release some details. So we're going to try and launch it on January the 1st because that seems like the sensible time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. Smart move.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Do you want to do our socials?
No,
before
not
we
really.
close off? That's fine.
Yeah, we're just BOTS_podcast on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.com/bottom of the stream and www.bottomofthestream.com.
Grief Burrito.
Yeah.
I always do them at the beginning. It's confusing
These guys
doing
got
them
the
at the end.
fancy own website.
Thank you
We
very
need to
much,
do our
guys, for
website.
coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you
It's
so
all right.
much
Thank
for
you for
having
having
us.
Great
us.
to
Yeah,
have
it's
you.
been
Merry
great fun.
Christmas.
Merry Crimble.
Merry
Merry Christmas,
Thank you
Thank you for the
everybody.
blanket. Can we end it all of us shouting like to all a good night?
Do it.
Okay, ready? On three, yeah? 3, 2, 1.
To all a good night.
night.
Brilliant.